live. I saw on YouTube. Anything and everything that's open that shouldn't be open needs to close the fuck down. No. Oh, possible. Right now, I'm not sure what's happening. Exactly what's happening. Video file. Oh, sorry, y'all. Hold on. What's up, teammates? It's head coach Nandy here. I have been listen to me, y'all. That's called the black girl pop. Do y'all know how to do the black girl pop? It's like, I know y'all know how to do it. It's a rite of passage for black girls everywhere. Listen, thank you all for joining me tonight. Please make sure that you hit the like button. Let's start this out the right way now. Make sure you hit the like button. You hit the heart button, the little surprise face, the hugging heart. Please hit all of those things on your way in. Before we start our show at each evening in the morning, the middle of the night, 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. Sometimes I forget to tell you guys because I'm either sleepy or, but of course the show must go on, or I have so many things that I want to tell you. But definitely from now on, when you come into the room, let's make this a rule that you hit the like button on your way in. It's free to do, and you're literally not doing anything else waiting for me. How y'all doing tonight? I have some really, really good stuff that I want to talk to y'all about. Hey, Lisa, Mary. If I wasn't up, I'm sure is up now. I know that's right. Let me see. Hang on, y'all. Let me take this stuff down. I'm not sure why it's doing that. But hi, Winetta. Let's see. Winetta Pooh, Beverly Jones. Thank you all so much for watching. So if you are new to this channel, then you know that we start. If you're new to this channel, then you don't know what to expect. But if you are a returning viewer, I appreciate you joining us live. And if you're watching this during replay, I appreciate your viewership as well. One of the first things that we do when we start these lives is we get started with a little bit of housekeeping, right? Housekeeping rules. So I am going to go over what we're here about and a disclaimer, right? Because we talk a lot of junk on this channel. We talk a lot of shit on this channel. And just to make sure that I'm covered and everything that's written on this page is covered, I just want to cover the disclaimer. So here we go. All right. So we are gathered here today to discuss Carmen Smith, Crook Carmen Smith. That's what I call her. And Tay. Her name is Tanisha. It's a lot of vowels in there, but she likes to be called Tay, and that's what we're going to do. You know, we're going to show her that much respect by calling her name. If you're feeling a little hood with it, you can throw in a couple of extra Tay-Tays. Tay. That's what Crook the cook calls her. So Tay has a lot of last names, y'all. And it took us a long time in the beginning to understand who we were really dealing with because we really didn't know which last name, you know, to be checking up on. So here are the names that we know thus far. So it's Tay, Aceman, Costa, McInnes, Harris, Brown, Aceman, Costa. I mean, that's a 2 for 1. Tosta, Mobley, and probably Smith by now. They're always playing these mind games like, oh, we're married, we're not married. Who knows? But if she's not, she's soon to add yet another name to her long list of last names, Smith. So she's been married a few times. You all, maybe you know that. Maybe some of you are very new to this exploration that we've been doing on Took and Crook. That would be Tay and Carmen. But she's been married a few times, so she has a few extra last names that she's gone by over the years. But I also know that when people are arrested, and we know that she does have a long arrest record and a long criminal history, like people a lot of times, I'm not saying that she does it, but a lot of times people change their last names when they are stopped by the police and they say they don't have any ID, so they make up a last name on the spot, right? Or they may use a different last name that was theirs through marriage, but maybe the police don't have that one. I know because at least one of my brothers have done this multiple times, okay, up in New York. And what the police usually do is if they bust you, like if they take you down to the precinct, sometimes you get lucky and they let you go. But if they take you down to the precinct to run your fingerprints, that's when they find out who you really are. And that alias that you gave them, let's say it's Mobley. We know she was married to Mobley, but let's say it was Harris or Brown or something like that. They add that to your profile. So they keep a record of that. So anytime your record is pulled, through a public domain, all of those aliases that you use will absolutely attach itself to your actual real legal name. So just to be clear. But, this is a lot to be talking about. And Cook the Crook said, don't worry about it, sweetheart. Don't worry about it. So we're not going to do that. Not right now. All right. So the disclaimer that I told you about, we talk a lot of big boy shit over here. All right. We do. This is my little disclaimer. I or we, meaning the subscribers on my page who are also in the comments talking shit. Anything on my page, anything in my inbox, anything I say or anything I type, this is the disclaimer for them. So we investigate people who present themselves in a sketchy, shady, arrogant, braggadocious. I had to throw that one in there because it wasn't in there last time. And Tay does a lot of bragging. Egregiously disrespectful and harsh manner. Like if you are any of those things, you're probably somebody that I'm looking at with the side eye. And if you throw a little bit of crookery in there, I'm definitely going to be looking at you full on. Forget the side eye. So, but for the purposes of this page, I mean, there are a lot of shady bloggers and people out there. I'm not focusing on them. And you all are always in my inbox telling me about them. I know they're there and I'm loosely aware of who they are. I'm not concerned about them right now. My only focus, and this keeps me straight, no respect of persons. Anyone can get it on this page. All right. Anyone and everyone. Please know that, we don't discriminate on this page at all. So if I say something about the LGBTQIA plus community, please know it's not a slur. I am specifically talking about Took and Crook, okay, and their relationship. I'm a New Yorker, as you all know. If you knew, now you know. And I grew up around so many different people, so many walks of life, and orientations: straight, gay, white, black, brown, Asian. Y yo hablo español. I even speak Spanish. I am a New Yorker, all right? I've been around all kinds of stuff, killers, dealers, everything, all right? So please know that I have a high tolerance level for people's culture and things like that. So no disrespect. If you hear me say something like, oh, Tay's a dyke, or, da da da. Yeah, I'm talking about Tay and not the entire alphabet community, the LGBTQIA plus. Call them the alphabet kids, all right? I fucks with them. All right. Also, I have updated this disclaimer to take out the word handicap. I was informed very gently in my inbox by someone that handicap is actually a slur. I did not know that prior to this person kind of pulling my coattail and say, hey. So I was advised that there are other terms that should be used that are more socially acceptable, like differently able, right? I didn't know that. But now I know, and now you know as well. Right. So we, again, don't discriminate people based off of their differently able status, if it's emotional, if it's physical, whatever it may be. All right. If I say Rico seems like he's getting an SSI check and he might be on the spectrum, I'm just talking about Rico. I'm not trying to slur the entire spectrum of, individuals who are on the spectrum. But I usually don't say that because I really like Rico and I think he's getting a raw deal. We'll talk about that in a little bit. And of course, everything that I say on this page is alleged and allegedly. Even if I'm reading from a court document, I'm still going to say allegedly, right? That covers right now. If I don't say it again until I end this video, everything that I'm going to say is covered by allegedly. All right. And then finally, I am not a judge or attorney. Please stop asking me ridiculous questions. I mean, you haven't done it lately, but it did come to my attention once. Are you a judge? Are you an attorney? No, but I'm not an idiot either. So as we go over legal documents, as they come out, a lot of times what I do is I do a PowerPoint presentation and break down the definitions for a lot of the terms that are in the legal paperwork, legal jargon. And so I'm not here to give anyone legal advice or anything like that. This is for entertainment purposes only. All right. Let's just leave it like that. All right. Hi, Beverly. All right, y'all. So lots to cover and uncover here today. Let me take this down. So you all know that we have been following the process for replacing Carmen's teeth pretty closely. We've all been concerned. We've all seen her mouth ripped apart, and just everything about her facial features are right now distorted and kind of drawn because she doesn't have any teeth in her mouth. And when she does put teeth in her mouth, they're too big and we can't understand it, etc. So we've been concerned. Oral hygiene and oral health is a very, very important part of your overall health. It really is. And so the fact that she has neglected her health, to the point of her dental implant surgery being pushed back, that's been very concerning for a lot of us. So we all saw her yesterday. She was in the dentist's office in Houston, in Texas. Might not have been Houston, but it certainly was in Texas. And they were fitting her for a new pair of dentures, which I'm happy she's getting them because, again, the other ones were ill-fitted. So, and then we also heard them say something like, oh, we're going to give you a box for you to put your dentures in. And then, of course, Tay's like, yeah, well, Tay's quick to throw her under the bus every time. Yeah, I tried to tell him. I've been trying to do that for a while. I told her to put them in the box. I mean, support your partner. Even if you did, don't say it in front of other people and the world. You know you're recording. So why would you even say something like that, you know? So anyway, they left yesterday and Carmen got the clearance to leave Texas yesterday, right? And so we were all awaiting her arrival. I'm glad I wasn't at the airport getting, screenshots and, etc. But we were expecting her back to Atlanta yesterday since she did get the clearance. But she did go on record later to say that she wasn't feeling well. She now, they put the implants in. Take a look for yourself, and we'll talk about it after you look at this clip.
Hey, y'all, so Connie sent me this. Isn't this amazing? I'm gonna show y'all in a minute. I gotta take something off here. Let's see if it pops up. Okay. How y'all doing this morning? Feeling a lot better. Oh, wait. Didn't even know how I was gonna make it. I'm glad that I listened and didn't fly yesterday because, yeah, I don't think that would have worked out too well for me. But, this oral surgery ain't no joke, y'all. I mean, I have to say, over in Mexico, when they put the implants in, I didn't feel them. Drilling down my ball. I don't know what kind of drugs they gave me over in Mexico, but here, I can feel it. It's hitting a little different. So since my jaw was broke and everything was broken, it's a lot of repair work, bone grafts. So the bottom is pretty much waiting on my implants I have the implants in there, but my bottom is actually waiting on the teeth. So, yeah, it was rough. It was no joke. And, some nights you just have to, pray about things, and this was one, and it's still going to be a process because I'm really not, it's still going to take, as crazy as it sounds, it's still going to be about another 6 months till I get my mouth completely done. About 4 to 6 months. But the bottom's going to be completely done probably next week or the next week before Christmas. The bottom will be completely done. And then they're going to give me some more teeth up top, and they're going to fix a place, an opening where I can still talk without, like when you have dentures on, your tongue always hitting that top. So I wasn't feeling good when I got something in my system, and this dental thing. Tracy Knowles Mitchell, thank you for 1,000 stars. Got like 2 minutes because it's so. There's a lot of good, especially around the holidays. A lot of good things going on. A lot of people are going through a lot of things too. And BJ, I just had dental surgery.
I see that. I've been praying for your recovery and your health, and you and Tay and everything that's going on with the business and your house and the move. And I just want to tell you that God always has a plan to keep your faith and trust in Him, and just keep moving forward.
Nothing to me.
No,
nothing.
Yeah.
People want you to go to your page, and they can do what?
I think because my page isn't open to the public, but I think that I can pin the GoFundMe in the comments here somewhere.
If you can or do that, that'll be great.
Yeah, or if they send a friend request, or if they message me, I can send a direct link to the GoFundMe there for them as well if they need that.
So you got to tell me your information. You got to pin something because
wife, so keep the faith.
Let's see. All right, there we go. So a lot to unpack in that, right? So she's telling us that she can't fly all of a sudden. She can't fly now. And, I can understand after like major surgery, like dental implants, and just the level set for those of you who are new to the room, I have 2 dental implants myself. So I know what I'm talking about when I talk about this process. And I also had to have a bone graft done in this tooth, right? In this socket, I should say, where this tooth is. So she can't go home now, right? And which is very, very interesting because you need to go home because the Gibsons are like, you're going to be getting probably a subpoena or a warrant for your arrest or something very soon. You can duck all you want to as long as you are in the United States of America and your ass keeps getting on camera. And we know you will because you hungry for that $1. Okay. I'm not going to lie. I want the $1 too, though. I digress. Just because you're hungry for that $1, you're going to get on here and they're going to always know where you are because of that. There's no way you're not going to get on here because this is how you make your money. So you can stay in Houston all you want to, baby. And please believe that they will serve that ass right on up, baby girl, in Houston. They definitely will. So, I guess she's biding time and she needs to talk to her attorney and, you better get that commissary money ready and the bail money because it's a lot of people coming for you right now, Carmen. A lot of people coming for you right now. So she was talking about her implants and how she didn't feel them when she was in Mexico, but she feel them now. Okay, you didn't get implants today. Today you got your implants probably cleaned. The socket where it was, they probably irrigated it, cleaned, they gave you some antibiotics, etc., because they weren't healing right. Maybe you had an infection. But so she went on to say, oh, I didn't feel it in Mexico. So apparently Mexico got that good oxy. Okay. She trying to let us know, like they gave her maybe Tylenol number 3 over here because they're not playing nowadays with these like narcotics and stuff. Like, trust me, they're not. So maybe they gave her something very mild and she definitely not feeling it. Like, oh, I'm in pain. I can feel it. But my bottom teeth, they're going to be fixed before Christmas. Okay, we'll see. If you're out, okay. If you're not, you might as well leave them shits out. Like if you're going to prison for, some years, leave them out. That might be an asset to you up in prison and not have any teeth in your mouth, if you know what I mean. But, yeah, it's just not the timing's not timing for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I gotta wait another 6 months, et cetera, et cetera. Get some damn dentures in your mouth that fit your mouth, please. That's all we care about. That way you can eat. I mean, she's lost obviously so much weight. She's like frail right now, and your thinking is not even clear. Like you need some sustenance for real. So, so she went on to say that she'll be back in Atlanta on what's today? She'll be back on Monday, and that she's going to fly in on Monday and have a meet and greet with all her fans. If people want to come out and have dinner and drinks with her, they can do that. Otherwise, she's flying back out on Tuesday. Okay. And I don't know how the hell you flying back out on Tuesday. So that means, I guess that's her last, hurrah here in Georgia, because she has to be out by the 13th, which is 10 days from now. And so it's only going to take you 1 day to get all your shit up and ready. I guess y'all were correct about Rico staying behind to pack all of her belongings and his to get out the house while she's out gallivanting around Texas. And it's but where did they go? They went to I think they went to Nashville. I have another clip for you guys. So I said all that to say She's working on getting those teeth done, which we all appreciate because I can't understand anything this lady is saying. I'm being dead ass right now. I can't understand what she's saying. That drool and all that, that's not cute at all. And, and health wise and hygienically, it's just not good. So I'm super happy that she's getting something done. Tay's finally, letting her spend some of the money and, to get her teeth done because shit's not going to be cheap. These 2 implants that I have in my mouth, they cost like $8,000 a piece. Cash. Okay. This was 10 years ago when I had them done though. I had this one done in New York and this one done in Georgia. And they're not cheap at all, but she's not getting like all of her teeth won't be implants, right? She's getting what's called like express implants or mini implants. And we talked about this before, where you get 3 posts in your mouth, which acts as roots. So they drill them into down through your gums and into your skull. 3 on the top, so 2 on the side and 1 in the middle, and 2 on the side here and 1 here. And then what they do is they attach teeth to those. Well, it takes a few months for those posts to really become basically part of your anatomy, right? The tissue grows around it. It becomes a permanent fixture, really, in your mouth. And it does take some months, however, she's had more than enough time if she was doing what she's supposed to do, not eating things that she's not supposed to be eating and putting her mouth on, whatever that may be. Okay. She probably would have healed faster. It's definitely enough time now where she doesn't have to wait another 6 months. Like something went wrong somewhere. So, I have some exclusive information for y'all. I'm going to wait. I'm going to hold off on that just a little bit. So Tay is, okay, let me back up. So Carmen, Crook Carmen, she has severed ties with most everyone she knows, right? Her family, her immediate family, which would be her daughter and her granddaughter, and people who were like family to her, which would be Karina, or boss lady, and Kim Worthy. They've been friends for quite some time, and other people that we don't see in videos with her anymore. We don't see her talking about them or referencing them or going out with them or hanging out with them, anything at all. So Tay has gotten her completely, she has it to herself, right? Meanwhile, Tay is whooping it up with her family, honey. They are meeting up in New York, and guess who's picking up that expensive ass tab? You better believe it's Cook the Crook, okay? They're meeting up in New York. We saw that whole extravagant weekend that they had. And they also, I think a grandmother, play grandmother, however, but I please believe I'm working on that piece too, behind the scenes. She had time to, meet up with her grandmother, brought her in town, met up with her, and they had a good old time. Let me show you guys what I mean, and then we'll discuss the implications of all this afterwards. Hang on. Okay. So, meanwhile, Took's with her family and Crook's not. So that's why I said Tennessee. So Carmen and Take went to Tennessee. And this is the grandmother. The grandmother, was getting down and having a good old time. And you can see they're dancing. I'm going to play the video for you as well, but I just wanted to catch a couple of still shots to let you all see how close and happy she is. Took is with her family. Meanwhile, Crook's family nowhere to be found, and not because they've abandoned her because they're just slouches, but because she and Took, they pushed them away. I mean, we've all watched the transformation. So let me show you a quick little video. Let's see. I feel like right now. Let me read some of your comments. She did a real bashing of Boss Lady. She sure did. Movies. Here it is. Okay.
Dirtier than dreadlocks. Like a chicken pox. Girl, you like the movie. I gotta say, you looking pretty in pink. Yeah, I see you over there playing with your hair. My name is Double E, the relative pair with the bass and the snare. Yeah, I gotta say, I'm loving them acrylics. I'm talking about your nails. Yeah, I hope that you feel it. It goes. He's from Michigan, my gosh, he's from Michigan.
Oh yeah.
That was amazing. That was awesome. You gave him some good info there.
Well, good. All right, Sean from Michigan.
Hey, yo, you got some steps there, yo.
Oh yeah.
What is that? I said, you're from Michigan?
Jersey.
Let me pause that right there for 1 second. So you hear the gentleman who's like, yo, you know, whatever. You hear him asking them like, where are you from? You know, because the grandma clearly got the moves. You know, she and Tay they dance just alike. You know, y'all can't see me. I'll wait till the camera gets back on me. They ask, hey, where are you from? So the grandmother and Tay says, we're from New Jersey. We're from Jersey. What happened? I thought you were from New York. Now, don't get me wrong. Jersey and New York are literally a stone's throw away from one another, okay? You can have 1 foot in Jersey and 1 foot in New York. Almost, right? It's just a tunnel ride away. But she loves to tell people that she's from New York, but bitch, you're not. Like, I listen, your whole accent is, and again, this is not a slur against all country bumpkins everywhere, all right? I'm talking about Take. Your whole accent is country bumpkin. You don't even sound like a New Yorker at all. But you want to claim New York for whatever reason. I have no idea. You were born in New Jersey, okay? You're from New Jersey. That's where your family's from. Point blank, period. So let's see. That was a live. That was a lie. Let me see. So I just thought that was super interesting. So keep watching.
Where are you from?
Boy, Sean.
Jersey. Liberty Village, baby. I lived at $100 now. Yeah. Right there. Water. You saw that like a ferry statue. I couldn't afford it.
So, this was a little while ago. This wasn't this weekend or anything like that. We know that Crook is again in Texas and in the basement, okay? Because someone brought it to my attention and I had to go and look and see. You know, when Tay went to pick up Crook's medicine, you know, her Tylenol number 3s, because clearly, you know, she's still in pain. Took said that Crook was down in the basement. You know, she might want to stay down there. And you can tell, you look at the bed, you know, the bed that she's in the video that I showed you, that she's not in the master suite, which we've seen plenty of times before. So already Carmen is sleeping in the basement and or on the couch like she talked about the other day. I mean, y'all haven't even moved in together with each other full time. So how are you already in the doghouse? Like, make that make sense to me. And if there's such a, you know, the basement didn't look shabby from what we did see, you know, a bed and, you know, a picture, whatever. Why can't Rico live in the basement? I really need to know that. Like, what? Because Crook's going to be down there. If you have listen, Crook is Rico's payee. All right. She gets his check for him every month. And the fact that he's been living with her, I mean, you know, she's his payee. So what are you going to do now? Put him somewhere else, make him get his own apartment? I mean, it's just been so much confusion around what's going to happen with Rico. Is he moving with them? Is he not moving with them? Tay has 4 or 5 levels in her house. We've seen it. We've seen them climb the stairs to the upper room. Like, we have seen it. So why the hell can't Rico stay there? It's plenty of room, space, and opportunity. But given that very cold, hello you gave him when you first met him and act like you didn't see or hear him, I mean, okay, all signs point to you not wanting Rico to be in that house because, maybe you're just not feeling him for whatever reason. So I thought that was interesting. Let me see. So you all saw the you all saw the tape that the footage that I put out about Carmen getting in an Uber asking for donations. I was on that live when she was asking for donations, and I was shocked as hell. All right. I was shocked. I was very shocked. I'm like, why would she be wanting us to pay for her Uber driver and pay his tip? Like, that makes no sense. This is the kind of scams. Crook has been scamming in plain sight this whole time. Like, the only thing that she covered it up with was a couple of peach cobbler recipes, but that shit has been front and center this whole time. We just hadn't been paying close enough attention to see it. And then the gentleman was so happy, to get the tips, which, I would be too if I were him, driving a taxi cab, and, somebody's just like, oh, hey, give me your Cash App. I'm going to load it up. I can almost put money, almost my life on it, that she definitely got a portion of the proceeds or of the donations that went into that man's Cash App. There's no way she walked away from that and was like, all right, buddy, you keep up. That's not what scammers do. That's not how they operate whatsoever. Let's see. Money laundering. Someone said, sure have been scamming right in front of our eyes. I caught that a long time ago. Money laundering. I'm just saying. She stays in luxury condominium. She stays in a luxury condominium, and it has about 4 bedrooms and bathrooms. Yes. Do she take? But it is also in the hood. Nothing's wrong with the hood. I grew up in the hood, and I definitely have a hood pass. Please believe that. So I can go to any hood anywhere in this country and be completely comfortable and with no problem. And then the next day I can go to the White House and be completely comfortable. I'm an absolute chameleon in that way. So nothing's wrong with the hood. I'm just saying her house is in the hood. She don't want to smell her breath. I bet that breath is very rank right now. It's bloody, and he got 7K. I know. And you think for 1 second that man got 7K and Crook wasn't like, all right, now slide me half or slide me 5 or whatever. And he still came out, on top, because a $2,000 tip is amazing. Let's see. She don't want Carmen there, but they are in too deep now. Well, they're not married yet that I know of. So, I don't think she owes that. I heard she's renting. I heard a lot about that too. But no, because the property taxes were in her name. I looked that up. I told you all her property taxes, her property taxes for 2022 were $10,000 and some $100. I don't remember. And it was a massive jump. It spiked up during, like she just bought the house in the last 2 years or so. But in the last year, it spiked up because of COVID and, the supply issue that we're having. We have more demand than we do supply. And so that's economics 101. That leads to a higher cost of things that are in supply. So houses and homes and even property taxes, because she went from paying $2,000 and something. I forget how much it was. It was $2,000 and something $100 when she first got the house that first year. And then it jumped up to $10,000 or something, but it was paid. Listen, as I said before, I'm never going to sit here and tell you, oh, she's not a nurse. I doubt. I'm not a hater at all in any way. She is a nurse, because you guys, this question comes up all the time. She's a nurse. She's a BSN. All right. And she paid her taxes. She absolutely did in full. Unlike Crook, whose taxes were $6,000 and I think $600 and something dollars. She went on a payment plan. How are you on a payment plan with a property tax bill of $6,000 damn dollars, and you're making bank? And You know, if she, it's just ridiculous. So let's see. Took is going to get tired of Carmen first. Watch and see. Yep, absolutely. She did that when she came to LA. I don't get a notification, but hi everyone. You have to. Maybe I'll do a tomorrow. I'll do for everyone who's having problems getting notifications and stuff. I will do a like a quick tutorial. You hop on Zoom. It should take less than 5 minutes. Let's see. I thought the tip was $763. No, the tip was like thousands of dollars. Crook said that on Tuesday on my way back to Houston that her and Rico are going to stop and feed homeless at 5 different stops on the way there. I call bullshit. We will be watching. Now that she knows we're watching, we'll see. I bet Tate got a PPP loan. I looked to see if she did, and there was not one in her name. Believe me, I've been covering the bases. If the Uber dude got $7K in a day, just imagine how much she got in donations for the Gibsons over a period of time. That right there. Now, I need to pin this comment because this is absolutely the truth. Let's see. She's not a nurse no more. She's doing her Facebook and collecting money from Facebook. She is doing that, definitely. So, oh, wow, Lisa, you're a top fan. I'm surprised you said that. What did Lisa say? Anyway, so take a look at this video. So, you know, we're always talking about how much Crook Carmen, she's super happy about just buying a watch from the gas station. She said this. I mean, watch, draws, everything. She get it all from the gas station if she could. And again, nothing's wrong with that whatsoever. I'm just emphasizing and putting a fine point on that because Take would never, okay? Take would never. Take is very braggadocious. She wants you to know she has on red bottoms. She's gonna find a reason to kick that foot up, baby, when she's wearing red bottoms, because she needs you to know that she's better than you. Okay, she needs you to know that she's elite and she's rocking her red bottoms, which is okay. So I found a little clip of Took and Crook at a store spending the shit out of Crook's money. This isn't the exclusive thing that I have to show you. That's something else that's coming in a little bit. Spending, you know, just going through, looking at all kinds of extravagant things. Ooh, this is nice. Ooh, I like that. Oh, she was in heaven, okay? And I guarantee you that Crook Carmen went back and made sure everything she even touched or glanced at, she went and bought for her, because that's her hold on Take in this relationship. That's what's making this relationship. That's her Crook's money and her willingness to spend it, whatever it is, on Took is the cement that holds the relationship together. Definitely. Because I promise you, if Crook was broke or just had, you know, regular money, working a regular 9 to 5 somewhere as a short order cook, which is what she should be doing, you're not going to tell me that Tay will be interested in her. No, absolutely not. Like, she's definitely, the fact that Tay hasn't even been back to work, you know, oh, I love my job. I love helping people. Oh my God, it's my life, you know, my passion and da-da-da. But not only are you not working as a nurse, you're not nursing the woman that you supposedly are engaged to or married to. You're not nursing her back to health. She looks horrible. How the hell does she look more horrible with you than she did last year this time? And you're a nurse. You're a healthcare practitioner, clinician. I mean, it just doesn't make sense. Okay, before I get to that video, let's look at some comments. How she's having dinner and don't have any teeth. Guess this is another way to get money from people that goes to eat with her. Yeah, exactly. I mean, she can maybe have soup or something. If Crook gets locked up, Take will raise money. Hold on, let me read this comment now. Take will raise money from the followers' pocket, the money, and then Crook stuff out of the crib. Put Crook stuff out of the crib by the time she gets out. Baby, Steven Spielberg couldn't have wrote a better horror line than that, because that right there, that's it. You said what now? If Crook get locks up, that's Carmen. Take, who's Tay, will raise money from the followers. Now I thought that was just going to be it. Like, okay, you're going to raise money and send, the comments to her for commentary. But no, you double down. Raise money and then Pocket Take's going to keep the money and put Crook stuff out on the curb by the time she gets out. She better be moved by the time she gets out too, because that's going to be some shit. And that is, I agree. The reason Cook already knew about Tay's post, Cook agreed to Tay being investigated from the start. I don't know about that. First of all, red bottoms are whack. Those shits hurt your feet. They do. Like hell. They should be called extra hard, no room for. Say that again for the people in the back, coach. Let's see. Crook told her not to go back to work when Took was on a break. Don't want her. She was after that money because her friends introduced her to the money woman. Yeah. Let's see. Yes, I think she's around because of the money Crook makes. That's what attracted her to her. So let me see. I hope I have this one on video. I do. I have it here. So I'm going to show you the one with her spending the money and all that. But before I show you that, I want to show you another video where Crook is talking. Tay is talking to one of her friends, and one of her good nurse friends. And she says, just lying. Like, yeah, they're talking about one of their friends is getting married and she got booed up and how great that is, which is great. But then Took Tay is like, yeah, I wasn't even looking. I wasn't even trying to fall in love or be with anybody like that. I just wasn't even looking. You a lying ass bitch, because you took your ass over there to Crook's house, or where Crook was in Texas. So all of that, I wasn't even looking. I wasn't trying. You put on a black dress after you got your hair braided and hopped your ass in your car and drove over there. And it's been history ever since. So all of that lying about it just happened. I wasn't looking. You right. You wasn't looking. You was hunting. You hunted that woman down. You knew who she was. You said that you had seen her videos. And, other people had told you about her. So you knew who she was. And you knew she had more coins probably than you, through the Spice line and through Facebook and Instagram and, all the food trucks that you thought she owned. But the gag is up, baby. The jig is up. And the gag is the trucks belong to Boss. They don't belong to Crook the Cook. Okay? But you didn't know that when you put that little black dress on and you went over there. Can you make me a sandwich? Oh, is this Facebook? Are you on Facebook? How you work this? Oh, how you block somebody? Girl, you knew damn well before you went over there. You already were on Facebook. I've seen old videos of you on Facebook with your friends and shit. You definitely knew how to operate FaceTime, but you were acting, you played the part. I always tell you all that. Took is in this playing chess, okay? Carmen's over there playing checkers and hangman. And Crook, Took Tay is over there. Baby, she's in this shit for she's playing the long game. That's what it's called, right? So all you people like, they're not going to make it to Christmas. Oh, they're going to make it to Christmas. They're going to make it all the way through the wedding, because that's when shit really gets real. You know what I'm saying? So, but take a look at Took Tay lying about how she was just so single and wasn't trying to fuck with anybody, which we know was a lie. Hang on, you guys. Nope, that's not what I want to do.
told you, but I wasn't sure if she had updated you.
She did. I said, go, friend.
So she's happy, and I'm happy for her. And it was literally like she met him just like probably 3 weeks after she and I had this conversation. And I was like, there's somebody out there. I know there is.
Exactly. You know, it really is amazing how, you know, when you're ready to, you know, do what you need to do, like when you're fully ready, like people just come along and it's like, you know me, I was chilling. I wasn't thinking about nothing.
Yeah.
I'm like, I mean, literally a conversation about being with, you know, being involved with somebody was not on my agenda. It was nothing. It was work. I'm like, Carrie, I got paid today. It's Friday night. I just got paid. Look at my bank account. I'm going out again. And that's it. That was it. I just had blinders on. I ain't see nothing else. Worked my 6 days, and it was just, I didn't think about it. I'm not going to say I didn't want it. I just wasn't thinking about it. Because I'm like, who's going to, you know, wind up meeting me and be okay with my schedule and all these hours that I'm working? Like, I don't know. You know, now if it was an existing relationship, yeah. But a new relationship, I'm not going to have time for that person.
Right.
So they got to really be interested in me or it ain't going to happen because I got to work.
Say what now? Say what now? You got to work. Baby, we ain't seen you work since. Just lying. These people, they act like they don't know that, you know, we can catch them in lies by looking at other videos and or looking at the entire picture of everything that they put out thus far. Just straight up, hold on, let me take this out. Just straight up lying. I wasn't even looking. Shit just happened out of nowhere. No, ma'am. You went over there and you finessed the shit out that situation is what happened. Absolutely you did. And talking about some, I gotta work. There gotta be somebody that understands my schedule and put up with that and know I gotta work. Girl, your ass ain't worked since 2 weeks after we met you, okay, in June. You were supposedly going on some hiatus, and then you haven't worked since. Like, I'm gonna tell you right now, if I were a nurse, there's no way. People who go to nursing school, I mean, it's not easy. I've already told you guys this. I done gave her props, all of that. Nursing school is not easy. And I will say that if I went through nursing school or, you know, went to pursue a JD, you know, through law school, no fast amount of money is going to make me lose interest in something that was truly my passion. Maybe it wasn't truly her passion to do, because, I mean, listen, I'm definitely going to keep my full-time day job while I do this and pursue this meta check, because this will be extra, you know, revenue, extra stream of money, and a good one at that when I do start getting monetized. But I'm not going to, I went to graduate school. Like, I'm not going to give up on my MBA training and education because I'm making money over here. No, I'm going to be making money over here, there, here, under there, everywhere. Okay. Because it's my passion. I love what I love. Let me just put it like that. I love business. I love thinking about new businesses. I love all of that. And yeah, I'm smart enough to know, as she should be, that you put time, energy, effort, and money into that. And you're just going to throw it away for this easy money. This meta shit's not going to last always. I can tell you that. But your skill set that you went to school for, you'll have that to fall back on. But if you take too much time off, that could definitely be a problem. You know, there's like a skill gap in any industry if you take, you know, years and time off and stuff. So let me see what you all are saying. Say that again. I'm a nurse and I ain't going to let my money go. Okay. Exactly. Tasting her karma. Let's see. Take was hurt and took a leave of absence due to her injury and hasn't been back to work because Croc said no. So when was this? Because she had been dropping it like it's lukewarm, not hot, lukewarm. She's been dropping it like it's lukewarm on camera for us. going on all kinds of excursions and doing all kinds of things. So she ain't that damn hurt. Please. Her friend Carrie is like, B, what are you blabbering about? Carrie's a consummate professional. I know one when I see one. You can believe that. I love money. I work hard. I own my own business. I work full time and I work my ass off, even though my husband has a very good job. Absolutely. Let's see. Can you play the video where Latrice was telling her grandma about the gambling and reading her text messages? I'll do that tomorrow. I have that video. Lord have mercy. Let me see. You and nobody else. That lady has no interest in working. Now, listen to me. We all want to become independently wealthy, right? And not have to, we want to be in a place where our money is working for us and we're not working for our money. Like that's like the American dream, really, is to, get money and, be able to save it, be able to live a good life and da, 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 da. Okay. In order to do that, all right, you have to have a certain, the opportunity has to be long-term and sustainable. This is temporary. This Meta money, this YouTube money, all of that. They can take your page down, which they did to Carmen, and take all of your following. Like you'd have to start from scratch, from ground zero to build everything back up. And then that takes a while. And even after you do that, you create a new page. It still takes about 60 days before you see a Meta check. All right. Just so you all know, 30 days, you are eligible to become monetized. And then it's 30 days after that when you'll get your first check. All right. So it takes about 60 days. So what are you going to be doing in those 60 days if this was your end all be all and your revenue's not coming in? So you have to have, this should be your backup money, your backup plan. It's very good money to be a backup. It can be absolutely people's primary source of income. And it is for many people. Some people are making millions off of this. If I was making millions off of this, I still would be working, maybe not full time, but certainly part time, using my experience, my background, my skill set, my education, my abilities, to help people who can't help themselves, in some way. So the fact that, that's not even on Tay's agenda. She just want this fast money. She want to spend it. And on that note, let me show you how she's spending Crook's money. Take a look at this video. Let's see. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So the price on these is $6.79.
How much are the short ones?
And the 30% off.
Oh, and then the short frills.
These are
That's stunning.
nice.
You put some jeans in there in the fall and winter.
Mm-hmm.
That's a pretty one.
That's a nice one.
Yeah, I like that.
I really like that. Like this is sharp.
Oh, wow.
These are like mid. These are nice. It's really different. Tay, I need some boots. I lost one of my shoes. Trying to keep up with grandma. Listen, she don't play no games. Oh, that's bad. That's bad. Ooh. The price on these, $9.19. That's that pony hair. Those are beautiful. Yeah, those snake prints are nice. Well, these are something serious. Did you see these?
Oh, yeah. There's something about the short one that I was really attracted
Where you at? It's empty.
Okay. So, did y'all hear the prices of those shoes? Crystal said those ugly ass shoes. She didn't say they still giving $7.99, $8.99, $600 and something dollars. There's no way this relationship is going to pan out. It's just not. It's not sustainable at all. They can't even get on the same page financially, you know. Again, Crook is about to buy her some pumpkin seeds. Y'all, if you old enough, you know what pumpkin seed sneakers are. All right. They these little flat ass, little white sneakers with white shoestrings, and they're very plain. They call pumpkin seeds. Crook is cool with pumpkin seeds, and nothing's wrong with pumpkin seeds. I've rocked pumpkin seeds, so please. But for Take to be in this store, you know, looking at these shoes with these high price tags, baby, your wife's mouth is not even fixed. She doesn't have a roof over her head that's in her name, okay? She doesn't have a food truck in her name, since that's how she makes a lot of her hustle. Even the company's spice line, the seasoning line, is not fully in her name, and she's battling for control of half of it, at least, or part of it. She has nothing, but you are out spending money, and you know she owes the IRS. You know she owes taxes. She's talked about that openly. You know, her property taxes are not paid up. She has, legal bills. She has to pay an attorney to fight Karina for the business. You know, this Gibson shit's coming out now. You know, all kinds of things. This lady listen, you should not be spending money recklessly, or even looking at things that with a high price tag like that when your partner is in financial distress, right? And they're just in distress, period, across the board in their life, professionally and personally. I just feel it's ridiculous. So let's see what some of y'all are saying. I ain't marrying debt. Somebody said, I never heard of pumpkin seeds. What? That's crazy. Even if Crook had the money, why drain her accounts like that? Absolutely. Crook buys her shoes from the Oh my God. Crook buys her shoes from the gas station? Yes. That's when they went to Gatlinburg and Tennessee. I know that because that wasn't Gatlinburg. I know that place where she was trying to buy some boots. I've watched boots over there. I used to live in Tennessee. Let's see. Carmen got to be scared. Oh no, don't get scared now. Not the pumpkin seeds. Crook can't afford her. Now, that is a word right there. That is a word. Listen, ladies, when you are dating someone, it could be a man, or if you're a feminine woman and you're dating a stud, when they take you out on a date, especially that first date or first couple of dates, a man and or a stud, I would imagine, because I know plenty of them, they are assessing a lot of things about you, right? They are assessing your personality to see if it ticks and ties with theirs. And they're also assessing whether or not they can afford you, right? And when I say afford you, I mean, I'm definitely, go get her, blah, 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 blah. However, I don't give a damn what I'm doing. If I'm getting a meta check for $100,000 a month, there are certain things that a man I would hold him accountable for, right? In a relationship with me. And men know this, and studs know this too. So Crook knows damn well she cannot afford Tate. She can't. She cannot. And as women, feminine women, we definitely, as we're sizing up men, or if you are into women and you're sizing up your stud, you are in the back of your mind also thinking about, will this person add value to my life? Will they, take care of me if something happens? Will they, all these different things. So there's no way in hell that Crook met Tate and said, yeah, I can afford her. No, you can't, because 2 weeks after y'all met, you were in a watch store buying, Tay was buying Carmen a $2,100 watch. That was Tate's initial investment, as I always say, into the relationship, to let Crook know, hey, this is how I like to be treated. So going forward, I like nice things, and don't come with no motherfucking gas station watch and give it to me and put on my wrist. Like, that's not going to happen. If it ain't this or above, don't do it. She didn't say that, but come on. Can we talk? Can we be real? That is what was happening when she made that investment into that watch and gave it to Crook Carmen. Okay? Let's see what you all are saying. She even said Take has more money than me. You just talking shit. Betty Bab said I'm expensive. I know that's right. Let's see. Tate can afford herself. She's a user and Crook can't see it. Oh my God. Well, that's going to segue into this exclusive information that I have for y'all. Okay. Let me make sure I have it queued up properly. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. Oh, yeah, there it is. Okay. So, let me make sure I went over. I did. Okay. So, I mind my business. You all know that, this is my page. I started this page because I felt like we didn't have anywhere to go to pop our shit about Crook and Tuck, right? There was no platform that I knew of. I mean, before I even started this page, like I said, I have a small group, and that small group's been around for several months now, all right? And the name of that group is Keeping It Real About Chef and Tay. I know you all have seen it because many of you all have tried to, have put in a request to join the room, right? And I just keep the room very small. I just removed several people from the room. So it's only about 4 or 5 people in that room, but I know for a fact those 4 or 5 people in that room are they cannot stand Take ass either, and they contribute substantially to the information that's in that room. A lot of the I'm gonna keep it a buck with you all right now. A lot of the information that's out there about Tay came from that room, came from my small group. Now, I'm not just saying me, I mean me and the girls in that room, right? So we've been on this shit for months when y'all was still Rose Goldies, most of you. So very small, exclusive, private group, right? So Samantha Yates am. So I mind my business. And again, I created this group because I needed to be the HBIC on a page to talk about them, because nobody's going to tell me what I can and can't say on this page, right? So, when you start growing, you guys make sure, if you haven't, please please click the like button, like this live, to the heart, the smiley face, all of that, please. And share the video. That's super important. We want to make sure that, Crook and Tuck, like, this information, everyone knows about this across the web. Like, please share it. That's super important. Share and like. So as your page starts to grow and you start putting things out and you're a credible person, people will start reaching out to you. Like, the people I've had on this show, like, anyway, people will start reaching out to you. Let me put it like that. And so today I got a notification that someone was like, sending me a message or messaging me. And I was like, I had my number posted up on the page for a while, and I had to take it down because y'all were definitely calling it, not talking about a damn thing on the phone. Okay. So I had to take it down. But you know, people are still very creative, and you know, someone found me and told me a lot of things about Take. Okay. And it's one thing to think what we think about her or whomever or whatever, blah, 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 blah. But it's something totally different when it's someone who's very, very close to you, all right, or was very close to you and knows all your dirt, how you are without that makeup on, how you are, you know, when you was living in that one bedroom efficiency a couple of years ago. They know you, all right? So the information hits different when that's different, right? Thank you, Auntie Bay. She said, hit the like button if you haven't already. And thank you. Yes, please and thank you. I echo that. I share all your posts. Thank you for that. Take ain't buy her shit. She used that watch as bait to get Carmen. That's what I'm saying, darling. Then took it back. Oh no, she got the watch on now. So I don't know about that part. Allegedly. All I know is it came up missing or pawned. They have since so-called found the watch. Okay. I loved Cook at first until she refused to help a cancer child. Hey, just waking up. I'm on now. All right, Antoinette. Once again, I looked and I did not see where you were blocked on Facebook, darling. So, hell no, I never been a Tay fan. I don't know about that, Missy. My mom always said if you buy your spouse a watch, time will run out. Y'all know we have these superstitions in the Black community. Oh, don't ever buy a man shoes. That means he's gonna walk right out of your life. That's the biggest one, you know. And that also about the watch. Let's see. They were very ugly. Boots were just, they were very ugly. Those boots were just through. Take was letting her know she was expensive. Yes, exactly. Exactly. All right. One more. Let's see. Crook is in lust. Yep, I agree. And she is very needy to have Take as her arm candy. Y'all better recognize. On this page, I think everyone on this page recognizes that. Ezekiel said, I just love the way you be on top of things, coach. Listen, y'all think I be taking long, like, oh my God, it's 2:00. Like, where is she? Like, I be doing shit for this page. Please believe I'm not just standing over here twiddling my thumbs. Like, things takes time, and a lot of time at that. All right, so let me slide this back. Let me put this up. So I have the screenshots. Okay. So today I got a notification, and it was like 2 or 3 notifications, and I get so many messages, y'all. I don't get to, I promise if you send me something, it's probably going to take me like 3 or 4 days to get back to you because I get so many messages. I apologize. I'm not ignoring you in any way. It's just I'm inundated, right, you guys? And a lot of it be good information, but a lot of it just be, you know. Anyway, these are the messages that I got today about Take, and it's from a family member. There's the Crook. I'm gonna have to put Tay's mugshot up here on the next one. Okay, let me open this up. All right. So this is information that I got from Tay's former mother-in-law. Okay. Tay's former mother-in-law. This is what she said to me. This is someone who knows her, knows how she is. You know, she's lived with her. She's been around her for years. This is what she said to me. She said, thank you so much for your ability to see beyond the veneers of layers of Tay. She is both very she's both very convincing and conniving. Old school song, she's a man eater. There are so many points uncovered that I don't have time to dive in. But please know that I'm going to be getting this world exclusive interview for you guys so she can dive in. You know, I know that you're watching this because I know also that you follow me, at least on one of the platforms. So don't hesitate to reach out to me. We've already started this, I've received your commentary. I know you wanted me to receive it. And let's go ahead and go on record, verbally and get this interview done. I would appreciate that. And I think it'll probably be a huge weight off of your shoulders as well. So there are so many points uncovered that I don't have time to dive in. I did wonder why Crook Carmen would sell her house in Atlanta when they could have 2 homes. Well, we all know why that is. Hold on, let me take this comment down because it's in my way. Hold on. Kenya, don't get put in timeout. Let's see. Let me take this down. Okay. Let me remove myself too. All right. So she says, she was wondering why they would have 2 homes when the Atlanta house could have been an Airbnb. Imagine the income. Just an illusion. Knowing Tay, control by any means necessary is the name of this game. Too familiar with the situation. When she can't have her way, that is when the real her is going to show up. That was one message. The next message was, Tay has used me to further her insatiable appetite. Y'all know what insatiable means? That means that it's never ending. You can't satisfy something no matter what. It's insatiable, right? Tay has used me to further her insatiable appetite for material things. She has an unbelievable attitude of entitlement, like people are supposed to do for her just because she is all of that. Shady, and more shady. Now, there's some shit for your ass. Let me escape out of here. This is coming straight up, okay, out of someone who knows Tay, has had relationships with Tay, relationship with Tay for quite some time, and, see the same shit in Tay that we see in Tay, okay? I don't know why Crook Carmen is so infatuated with this girl to the point where you're going to ignore everything everyone is saying. Your friend, your daughter, your long-term business partner, your granddaughter, probably. Me, meaning all of you as well. Everyone around her has told her, like, you need to hit the brakes, pump brakes, and do better research. Now that we have this exclusive piece of information, this inside information, it is confirming what we all already knew. Tay is a con, and she is, as soon as she don't get her way, as soon as Crook moves in, this is going to be a problem because she likes shit a certain way, period. And Crook's going to be cramping her style. Y'all, the streets are saying that, Took is bisexual. So you can't have bisexual escapades when your wife is living in the house, I mean, it's just, this is terrible. When I got these messages, I mean, one of them was like 5 days old. I was like, oh my God, what? I was shocked. I was shocked that, I wasn't shocked about Take. I was shocked that someone would come forward, because I've been trying to get people to come forward in her camp to let us know what's really up. And she's very, very happy that we all have the ability to see past the bullshit. That's literally the first line of her statement. So let's see. How are you, Rose Goldie's feel now? Sending her all kinds of gifts. A narcissist will isolate you from everyone so that they can have control. That's absolutely right. Let's see. Take ain't all of Take ain't all or nothing. I agree. When she pushed Crook off of her in New York City, dang, she didn't give no real tea. Girl, I'm about to block you because you sound ridiculous as hell. This lady did. This is someone. Hold on. Let me block her because you ridiculous as hell. Like, go back over there to the Rose Gold, and then you want to know why somebody removed your comment because you acting like you're acting slow right now. And you're acting like you don't understand the value in this information. Like, this is firsthand acknowledgement that everything we've been thinking, because we don't know, right? At the end of the day, we don't know. We've never met Take. I felt like Whitney Houston in that interview she gave to Whitney Houston. You don't know me. You never met me. You don't know shit about me. Anyway, if you have not seen when Whitney Houston called the radio station at WBLS and cussed Wendy Williams the hell out. It was epic. It's timeless. It'll never get old. And I felt like her when I said that just now. But this is information that we have been speculating about, but did not know was actual, that it was actually the fact. Someone on the inside would actually know that. So this is absolutely tea. Let's see. Yes, it was. Somebody said that's Tay. Probably was. If it was Tammy that said Cook, it was Tammy that said Cook knew about Boss Lady investigating Tay and she was okay with it. I don't know, but this is not Tammy. This is family to this girl. So shit, she got Carmen so hypnotized. She probably gonna go poly. I don't know about that. Tay and Chef. I don't know why you tagged me in that. Let's see. Yes, monitors, get them out of here. Tank ain't want them boots. She likes them only because of the price. I don't know about that. I think she likes stuff like that. Crook already sleeping downstairs. She will be sleeping outside later. Someone said they deserve each other. Mary Johnson. Tip or not, I don't know what that means. Someone said, cool, act like one of those studs that get one taste and Crook, act like one of those studs that get one taste and gone. No, I think this is Crook thinks that Tay is the cat's meow. She does. She thinks that, and it's people have gone on record to say that Crook has said that she really likes Tay because she's light skinned. I mean, I'm not even going to get into that. She's light skinned with long hair or good hair or something like that. Well, every time I see her, she got a baseball hat on, So I don't know what her hair looks like, but that's that old backward slave mentality. White people, close your ears right now. I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to my people. That's that old school slave mentality shit. Like, oh, you're light skinned, you mama's baby. We talked about this, you are the favorite, and you dark skin, like you get fed last. You don't get the big piece of chicken. That's for damn sure. You know what I'm saying? So this is, she comes from a different school of thought that's very antiquated and very much rooted in that whole, people, us against each other, like on plantation life when you had house niggas and field niggas, right? The house niggas worked in the kitchen. That was masters half children. It was all light skin from rape. You all know the story. So we were raped and forced to have babies, which also became property of the master at that time. And they worked in the house. And they weren't acknowledged like they were master's children, but certainly there was friction between, the house niggas and the field niggas. This is facts right now. And so a lot of people, especially people in the South, have carried on that mentality for many years after slavery was abolished, right? And it's really, really sad. Let's see. Facts for sure. You spilled the tea on me and now I'm burnt. Colorism is so ignorant. Yeah. Lighter than a brown paper bag. That's exactly right. Do you all know that back in like as late as the 80s, there were clubs that, especially in like California, New York, big cities, Manhattan, California, New York are states, but big cities within those states, they had what's called a brown paper bag check. They kept a brown paper bag at the podium behind the podium, like when you walk in, how many seats you want, blah, blah, blah. And they took out a brown paper bag. If you were darker, if your skin was a darker shade than that brown paper bag, you could not get into that club, that supper club, that exclusive club. You couldn't get in at all. Don't even fucking try it. Okay. So this is, and I'm not saying that black clubs did this. This was just clubs in general, restaurants, supper clubs, different kinds of places. So, those kinds of things continue to perpetuate the stigmas around being black and proud. You can't be too proud if you're black. It's back in the day. Everybody want to get suntanned now and all that kind of stuff. But back in the day, baby, if you was white and passing, your ass was white and passing. Okay, and you could leave the plantation because nobody would even know that you were really black, that your parents were black. Or that you started out with black parents because your hair was fair and your skin was fair. And Carmen is an older, I'm not gonna say old because please, ladies, don't get in my inbox with the bullshit. Like y'all be like, oh, you called her an old B. I didn't appreciate that. Again, I'm just talking about Cook, not you, Granny. Calm down. All right. I have respect for you. All seniors. Seniors and children are my favorite people on the planet. So I'm not talking about you. But Crook is part of that old regime of, a number of things. One, being preferable and being more, just preferring lighter skin to darker skin. And also, back in Crook's time, when she was married to a man for 20 something years, right? She was a Jehovah's Witness, married to a man for a long time. And that was even though she knew that she was gay. And that was because of what society dictated back in the day. Like you couldn't be gay and proud. Like absolutely not. You couldn't hold hands. You couldn't do PDAs. You couldn't do shit, okay, except in your house. And so, Carmen's just from a different school. She doesn't think like we think. Even people who are older than her, who can see, beyond. Her way of thinking is very antiquated and very it's going to be a hindrance to her forever, and unless and until she starts to get real about what the hell, when she bring people into her life, the value they add or the value that they take away from it. How many times has Tay been married? I think 3. Cat's meow, please. That cat meow all over, probably looks like 5 bags of chitlins down there. Oh my. I wonder why she never talks about her mom. That's a whole nother story. Nandy, I saw Tay on live today and she was talking, she was talking about their wedding coming this spring, and Tay went on to say they're going to Africa and Costa Rica. Yep, that was the same. Yep. At whose expense, I wonder. Carmen's, I'm willing to bet. Yeah, I saw that. That was on the same clip where she was lying about, oh, I wasn't even looking for love. It just happened. Meanwhile, you pulled all the way up for a grinder sandwich in a little black dress. Stop damn lying. Let's see. Hi, Naoki. I'm doing good. Hope you are as well. Guess my brother was dark skinned. Guess what? My brother was dark skinned. May he rest in peace, but he was always called me high yellow. Again, there's this whole, unfortunately, battle between light skin and dark skinned people. Yeah, dark skinned people called you high yellow because you was up on your damn high horse. Not you, but back in the day, back on that plantation, you were on your high horse working in the cool of the house while, I'm outside working in the heat of the field, So surely there will be some, some level of resentment there. Coach, they're selling tickets to their wedding. Now, y'all already know. Y'all can get the $5 Johns for me. Crook just as light. I saw on a trip with a pretty dark brown, dark-skinned girl. She didn't listen. I'm going to say this again because you probably weren't here when I said it the last time. Just because someone like Crook, let's use her as an example. Just because someone like Crook marries someone that's dark skinned, and she said all these things about being preferable to, toward light skinned women. A lot of times people marry people who they are not attracted, who they otherwise would not be attracted to, right? Like Crook being married to like maybe Godiva or Alana or whomever it was, I'm not saying she was, but if she would have, she's been in relationships with darker skinned women is what I'm saying. And that happens a lot. A lot of times I run into men and just chatting with them and talking with them. And, and I have lots of brothers. A lot of times people will marry someone different than who they would typically go for in life. Maybe because the personality was on point, or the finances were on point, or you were infatuated about something else about them, their skill, talent, or ability, or whatever it may be. But you don't always marry or be in a relationship with the person that you are most attracted to. Let's see. I'm 60 years old, born in Selma, Alabama. I don't and never have felt that my mom was 84 when she passed away, and she would tell us stories about this same thing. Yes. I mean, it's well known. All right, Unique. Send me a message. Let's see. I'm gonna delete this out just in case you're thirsty. Let's see. Until they had babies because they came out looking black. Yep. Well, not necessarily. So let's talk about this. So, as some of you know, right? One of my undergrad degrees is in biology. So I have one in psychology, one in biology, and an MBA. I still don't know everything at all. I'm always open to correction, always, and I always communicate that to you all. I'm teachable, right? You can learn a lesson from anyone, even if it's what not to do. So I'm never going to sit up here and say I know everything, but let me go ahead and put my biology hat on right quick and talk to y'all about and break this whole plantation light skin stuff down, right? Because someone just said until they had babies, meaning the passable ones, because they came out looking black. Not necessarily so. So if you have a black woman, me, I'm black. I'm dark skinned black and very proud to be black, right? And I was working on a plantation. And I got raped, which happened millions of times across slavery, many millions of times. And I got raped and by the master, which my husband, let's set the scene. I would be in my cabin, my slave cabin. There are no rooms in a slave cabin, right? It's just an open space. And, the master, we're his property. He would come into the cabin around this time. It's 3:00 in the morning right now. He would come into the cabin when we were all sleeping or, whatever, all in the same area, all laying on the floor, right? On blankets or whatever. And he would come in and climb on top of us while our husband and children were laying inches away, all right? Or a couple feet away. Husband's right there, the kids a couple feet away. And there was nothing that the husband could say. What could he say? He'd be shot, killed, dead on the spot, all right? So he had to lay there and watch his wife, a black woman, African or African American, if depending on how far out, from when slavery, how many years slavery had been in effect, but a black woman. And 9 months later, guess what happens? A mixed looking, white looking, maybe not white, but certainly a half black baby. So so genetically, that will be a 50% black and a 50% white baby, right? Okay. When that baby, that light-skinned mixed baby, which could be passable, right? I mean, it looked like Meghan Markle, basically, if you want to put a picture to it. When that baby is a girl and she grows up and she gets about 13 or 14, guess what? Master's coming back in that cabin. And even though that's his child, his half child, he's still going to get on top of her and rape her. This happened millions of times and many times, okay? And if he doesn't do it, someone else in his family would do it, his son or whomever, his uncle, his brothers. And guess what? That half black young lady who just got raped, she's going to have a baby that's what? 25% black and 75% white, okay? And now that's a baby that you can't tell if that baby's white or black. So now once that baby again gets raped on a plantation, now you just got a straight up regular looking white girl, And this is why a lot of people well, there were plenty of white people on plantations. I've seen them in the pictures and da-da-da-da. Yeah, those were the product of generations of rape in the slavery. So yes, there were. They looked white. They were right there picking cotton too. But at the end of the day, the master knew that you a nigga too, even though, you my child and a child of my child, So that's just how it was. And a lot of that stuff, carried over into after slavery was abolished again, with the resentment and so many other things. Let me look at some of these comments. I used to say a waste of yellow because that person was so ugly she could take advantage of it. Hello, is Crook getting her implants? You must have came on later. I don't. You have to go back and do the replay because we did a whole thing on that. I just was. It was just a movie on Netflix about that. I don't know. This is just what I know from ever since I was a child. Like, stories and things get passed down through generations. So Take is going to Africa along with Crook sitting in cell block D pending court date. I'm not playing with you right now. I cannot. On her page, they always call and Tate pretty, and Chef lose her mind over her looks. That's why Chef something over her color on look. I can't read that, Nelson. If your lips are large, they tease you. Hair nappy, big butts. My aunt told me not to marry a dark-skinned man, and I made sure I found a good-looking dark-skinned man. My brother was light-skinned. I am brown-skinned, and my sister darker. My brother could do no wrong. Yeah, because he was light-skinned. Exactly. This is a well-known, if you don't know the facts around what I just told you, then somebody in your family, you need to sit down with the oldest person in your family, if you're Black, and get it from them. Get confirmation from them, because what I just told you is the gospel. Let's see. She said that she will be traveling. So what happens to Rico? I don't know. They invite the invite to Africa was from the people who helped the Gibsons. Yeah, it was some lady. No, we talking about two different things, Shirley. Today, Take and her friend, the nurse, that little clip that I showed you when Take was like, oh, I wasn't looking for love. In that clip, I just cut that part out. They also talked about going to Africa. So we're talking about two different things. You are right. The lady who was helping the Gibsons, or claimed she was helping them, she did mention a trip to Africa. She was African. She's African. We're not talking about that, though. We're talking about a conversation Take had today on live with one of her friends. Carmen was adopted and her adoptive mom passed away. She had a post of her and her mom today. Yeah. Red bones, they're called. Mm-hmm. Carmen followers are paying for the trip. Probably. You're speaking facts when it comes to the social engineering. Crook is very childlike, a bit immature, and flighty. How old is Crook? Almost 60. Crook was one of Jehovah's Witnesses? Yes. Black wasn't always beautiful. You're right. It was. But we were told we were literally what's called whitewashed. And we were told everything that made us uniquely African and proud was stripped away, we couldn't play the drums on the plantation. They what are you communicating about? Are you sending a signal? We couldn't, we had to do things like cover our hair. That's why headscarves are like a big deal in the Black community. We did it in Africa, but certainly when we came here, they didn't want to see our hair and braids and, all kinds of stuff. We couldn't speak our native tongue, our native language when we came over here. We were forced to speak English. We were forced to take on the white man's God. We were for everything that made us uniquely African and proud and Black people was taken away from us and stripped away from us. And that is very unfortunate. But I can tell you, I'm so happy to see this whole movement now of Black people being proud and being happy and really embracing our heritage, right? I think it's like super bomb. Let's see. That young girl Crook was lusting after got gone from her quick. I think that's you're talking about the one that we saw in the video the other day. that told us Crook was going to the casino on the way down to pick up the green egg. Everybody ain't feeling that girl was a physical trainer, and she was dark skinned with a big ass. She didn't wife her up though. The truth hurts. Chrissy? Sorry. You missed everything. You can always do the replay. And they killed the white women's babies when they got pregnant by a black man. Yes, that happened on the plantation. I want you all to do something before we meet again. There's a movie on Amazon Prime. It comes with your Prime, so you don't have to pay anything for it. It's called Mandingo. Go and watch that movie, black and white alike, who are, listening to me right now. It's a very interesting movie. It's about life on the slave planet. It's set in like back in the early 1800s during slavery, and it's very good. It's called Mandingo. Chef lose it overtake. That's what it was trying to say, but I think I fell asleep. I am back up now. Okay. Where's Rico when Crook and Stephanie were together? Right there. Rico's been living with her for a long time. Take's been talking about Africa, just started back talking about it. Rico drive the U-Haul and Crook Carmen will drive or pull her Jeep in a trailer. That's what I heard. That's another thing. Like, listen, $60,000, $70,000 a month. That's on the low end. Why are you hauling your stuff from Atlanta to Texas? You should have it shipped down. Like, the fact that this lady has no money, like, she definitely needs to be investigated. Like, what's happening to your money? Crook's going to catch a lot of charges. She might want to hold off on making any deposits. She may also want to hold off on moving, right? So if you know that there are charges about to come down on you, and by now she knows, I'm positive of it. Why are you trying to move to Texas? I mean, obviously you had planned on doing that before, you found out that you were going to be prosecuted. But at this time, you need to put all this shit on hold. The wedding, the move, everything, even that relationship with Take. You need to take 10 steps back and reevaluate everything around you, everything, because you're about to lose everything, including your freedom. And if you think for 1 second Take is going to hold you down for years, you crazy as hell. You really crazy. That's never going to happen. Take spinning it up. Let's see. Rico had his own place about 8 months ago. I didn't know anything about that. Somebody said, wow, I seen Mandingo when I was a teenager. It's really good. When Crook lived with Stephanie, Rico lived in the house Crook had in Marietta. Nandy, I am your complexion, and we were only good enough to pick cotton. And we had that ill nana, which is why he was breaking in that cabin every night to get some of it, unfortunately. Let's see. A lot of people like to say they're mixed with Indian. Well, let me tell you a little bit about that. A lot of Black people are mixed with Native American, and I'm going to tell you why. During slavery, right? A lot of Black people left the plantation and went to live in Native American or Indian, if you want to call it that, like camps, that they had set up. There were plenty of wars like the Blackfoot War and like all kinds of wars between the Native Americans and white men who were encroaching on their territory, which would be the United States of America. So when Black people, again, left and ran away from the plantation, we cohabitated and learned from one another from, like farming and cultural things. We leveraged each other's skill sets and experiences and all that stuff. When we lived harmoniously, we procreated, meaning we made it with one another. So like my grandmother's father was a straight up Cherokee Indian, straight up. Yep. Straight up Cherokee Indian. So, we commingled a lot. Okay, we were fighting the same wars. They were trying to enslave the Native Americans too. Definitely, you know, the way that they committed genocide, which is, you know, you all know what genocide is, the killing of you know, generations of people, or the mass killing of them. The way that it was done was very you know, I don't want to say smart, because it was vicious, absolutely vicious. But they definitely put a lot of thought into it. I mean, they didn't just kill all the Native Americans by shooting them and fighting them hand-to-hand combat. No, that shit didn't happen. What they did was they killed their food supply and their, you know, Native Americans ate buffalo, right? So they hunted buffalo. They got their, the skin off the buffalo, and they used that for protection against the winter. They used the bones to make weapons. And most importantly, they ate the meat for sustenance, right? And when America was taken over, or when they came over here, and Native Americans was like, wait, hold up. Like, we said you could come, you know, but we didn't say you could take all the land. What happened was they started strategically killing the buffalo and killing the food supply. So a lot of Native Americans, millions of them, died just from that alone. But yes, Indians or Native Americans and Black people definitely cohabitated for many years together, and share a lot of similarities and share a lot of the same blood and genes too. Let's see. Mandingo and Roots, both powerful. If you haven't seen them, this weekend it's supposed to be rainy, at least here in Georgia. It's a great weekend to stay in and watch it, because it's good as hell. My great-grandparents were Cherokee. I believe that. Indian reservations was off limits to Caucasians. My grandmother was a Cherokee. Nelson, I'm going to put you in timeout. I'm not going to block you altogether, but I will put you in timeout. We talk about what we want to talk about on this page, not what you want us to talk about. All right. Let's see. People love, see, this is the thing. This page is, I try to make it a little bit different. Yeah, we're here to talk about Tay and Chef, and we've done that for an hour and 45 minutes. The clock is ticking down. You so you know, closed-minded that you don't want to hear something that you maybe didn't know before. I mean, that's ridiculous. You just want to talk about bullshit for 4 hours straight. That's not how we operate over here. We're going to get into the shit now. But we're also going to talk about other things. Like the other day, I'm a chartered life underwriter. You know, I answered a lot of questions for people about what happens when you submit an application for life insurance, a life insurance policy, right? Because we were talking about Tay and Carmen, and Tay having a life insurance policy out on Carmen. And so because that is in my wheelhouse, I shared a lot of information about that. So yeah, we're going to talk our shit on this page, but at the same time, we're going to talk about other things too. And if you don't like it, then you may be escorted out. Tracy said, I love it here. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Been on your page from day one. Well, you better act like it, because this is not a one-trick pony over here. We talk about anything y'all want to talk about. I want to talk about it too. Let's see. Crook having a party with some of her followers to video them to use for their views. Just ridiculous. My grandma was a Cherokee. Hey, family. Hey. We are all related to each other. When they sold us to other tribes, our names were changed. Yep. Many times our children were left at their other plantations. That's exactly right. She want to be old girl from scratch so bad. I don't know what that means. Have you seen Imitation of Life? There are two versions. I saw the first version. You are a fantastic presenter of all subjects. Thank you. I appreciate that. I don't know everything, but I know a little bit about a lot of different things. Very interesting conversation here at work. Tuned in. My grandmother was Choctaw Indian. Choctaw, sorry. Nicole said, don't change. I love learning. I knew you were a very educated lady. As someone highly educated as well, I appreciate the variety this group provides. We're gonna talk about junk in here now. Come on now. We gonna talk junk. I'm gonna speak Ebonics. I'm even gonna cuss. But we can do more than that. We can do that, and we can do other things too. So let's see. Here in New York, it's also raining this weekend, so y'all catch up on some of these movies. Let's see. My mother was mixed with Cherokee and Black. My grandmother was Cherokee. They were beautiful women. Yes. My grandmother, lots of mixing, between the Native Americans and Blacks. Tons. Sherry Smith said that's so crazy. Okay, Tate put up a stat today and said she wants to honeymoon in Italy. Tate's all about spending that money, baby. That's it. There's a movie called Goodbye Uncle Tom on YouTube. Okay. She probably needs to go stay with her nieces because she's basically homeless. Listen, as long as you have that kind of money that Crook is generating from all these different platforms a month, she shouldn't be homeless. Because even if you have a credit score of like 400 or 300, you still, money talks. You can pay your rent up for a whole year, and I guarantee you they're not going to say, oh, your credit's not right. They're going to take that year's worth of rent, definitely. So, I mean, she's just misappropriating even her own funds. Mandingo was a novel before it was a movie. There is a series about Mandingo and his family. Okay. Is Crook still riding her Jeep with the broken window? Tay holding all Crook money so the IRS can't get it. I don't know. I mean, Crook took his she might not want to get involved because of her history. Let's see. Tank is not going to Africa. Those sisters will eat her alive. Nah, they will welcome her. One thing about when I retire, I don't know if I shared this with y'all, but when I retire, many years from now, I want to live in Africa. I'm going to buy a small house. I have a really small house built, nothing extravagant, and I'm going to have a nice farm in the back. And I want to just tour all of the different countries within the continent of Africa, right? And that's what I want to do. I don't want to die here in America. America's great. Don't get me wrong. I love being an American. I love that my forefathers, your forefathers helped, through blood, sweat, and tears to make this nation. America wouldn't be America without 400 years of free slave labor. Okay. You give any place 400 years of free labor, of course they're going to be a superpower in the world. So I'm here because I am entitled to be here, and this country wouldn't be a damn thing, but still woods and swamps and everything else if it wasn't for the hard work and dedication of our forefathers. However, I want to go to Africa, and I want to do things like I want to build wells, for communities that don't have access to clean water, help child brides not get taken advantage of, because child marriages are still very, very popular in lots of parts of Africa, right? I saw a video. If I remember it, if I can find it, I'll post it in the room for you guys. It was a real raw video of a girl. She's 12 years old, and they are in a village in Africa, and they are getting her ready for her new husband, who was about 65 or something like that, 56 or 65. She's 12. And they're all the women are around her. It's a big ceremony that they all have to go through. All the women are around her chanting and singing, and she looks terrified. She looks mortified. And I was mortified watching it, okay? And one of the ladies, she was dressed up in special garbs and all that kind of stuff. And one of the ladies said to her, because they had the subtitles under the screen, right? She said, when you and your husband are, in bed and, making love, you have to help him. You have to move your body. And she started moving her body, and all the other women, old women around start cheering and laughing. It was disgusting. And I was mortified. I was. And so if I could save a young girl for something like that and send her back to America and let her get an education, or even over there, then my moving there will be worth it to me. That's what I want to do when I retire. Let me see what y'all are talking about. So someone said Africa's on my bucket list. Are you D Williams on Cash App? My name is Nandy, but most people call me D. But yes, I am on Cash App. It's DEE 7900. Let's see. They probably let the son hold it. No, I don't think so. Jacqueline Wilson said, good information, nothing wrong with knowledge. We all need an upgrade at some time. We are very versatile over here. You better know it. We're going to talk our shit now. Don't get me wrong. But I want to leave you all, and I want to leave, smarter than we were when we first came together. Don't believe Carmen is very intelligent or business savvy. She's definitely not business savvy. That's why she had to give up basically half of her business to someone who is business savvy. I mean, that's crazy. Barack Obama is a prime example. Mom is white, dad is African. Ain't nothing cute about Take. Why does this thing keep popping up? Take her eyes bulge. She always got them eyes scanning shit, I'll tell you that. Has she got anywhere for Rico to stay when he gets there? She said on a video, and I heard her say this. This was Crook. Rico and that's not how she talks. Me and Rico we got a home. We moving to Texas and we got a home. And I was like, what the hell does that even mean? You have a home. Are you saying Tay's home or somewhere else? It was very ambiguous. You're well-rounded with a great sense of humor. You are are you the baby in your family? No, I'm not the baby in the family. I'm the middle child. So there are 3 boys before me, and then my parents had a girl, and then it's 4 girls below me. Damn shame. When you got to call the names out in your mind and do the fingers and carry the one, it's a lot of us. Let's see. Somebody said make sure there isn't. Thank you, Crystal, for posting that. My Cash App. Somebody said make sure there isn't a 1 at the end. That's right. Somebody created a fake ass Cash App in my name. Can y'all believe that? I mean, come on. But please know I have the authorities working on it. Know that. Knowledge is power. Absolutely. Okay, I sent a donation. Thank you, Tracy. I want to also take the time to thank everyone who has sent me a tip. I'm serious. Listen to me. Stop whatever you're doing. I want your undivided attention right now. I really appreciate you guys, just being thoughtful and giving me a tip. I was very, very gun shy about it. You all know that I've been on this platform for almost a month now. I think today makes it a month. And I did not want to put my Cash App up or say, hey, give me a tip. That's just who I am, like for real. Even in life, if I go to a restaurant with my friends, I have to be the one to pay for it. That's just how I am, right? And they have to fight me to pay for it. So I don't like asking people for stuff or anything like that. But as it was said in this room, and I do agree, like Nandy, like it's not that you're asking for it, because I didn't want to come across like Crook does. She's, oh, here's my Cash App. Like, I just didn't want to do that. I mean, that was the whole point of me creating this platform, was to expose like crooked shit, right? But people like Nandy, you're not being crooked. We're asking, we're telling you to put your Cash App up because you put a lot of work into this. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all, this shit is a lot of work. It is a lot of work. I mean, I don't just turn the camera on and start talking like, hey, what's up, y'all? No. It's hours a day of work, to prep and get ready for these things. Just because of the layout, the format, and just I feel like you guys are able to, you can get this information that I give you anywhere, right? Other pages are reporting on it, but I think that it's the way that we engage with each other and the format in which it's delivered that makes us different from, those other pages, any other page that's out there, right? If I must say so myself. So a lot of work, a lot of money. Yeah, I've spent some money now between green screen and this and that, the software every month, new equipment. It's a lot. And I do it because I was duped by Carmen too. She got my money. She damn sure got my money over the years, either in spices or donations or viewership, So, so I definitely, I will be remiss if I did not thank you all for, giving me a tip. I definitely, it is not required. I'm still going to sit in front of you on this screen almost every night and break shit down for you the same way that I've always done it. So you're not required to tip. But it is certainly appreciated. Definitely. Because I could be asleep right now, but I'm up with you talking shit. So thank you, Tracy. And thank you so much, everyone else who has sent a tip in. And it's been quite a few of you. So thank you for that. Let's see. Yes, she got my money too. Okay, I appreciate it. If you did send a tip, thank you for that, Nelson. I appreciate it very much. Diane, I love the way you spell your name. Diane Coleman said, you are detail oriented and we greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. While she is trotting around the world, what short stuff Rico's supposed to do? He'll be alone in Houston. If he's intellectually delayed, not a good idea. Well, we heard from Rico the other day. I don't know if you all were on here when we, I mean, I'm happy to pull it up again because it was a really short clip, but Rico, I'd never heard him speak other than yeah, or food stamp card. I mean, that's basically the only thing I ever heard him say. But I was pleasantly surprised the other day when Take was acting like she didn't see him, cut her eyes over. She saw him and kept looking down. And even when he approached, she still was looking down and acting preoccupied. It's just fucking ridiculous. And then he engaged them. He engaged with them like, oh, hello, you're the one that's making Carmen happy. You're the one. She was like, yeah, I hope so, huh? Fakeness. And so he was like, well, all right, well, nice to meet you. And he left. I was like, what? Okay. So I don't know that he's mentally delayed, but Neat says, send the hearts up, y'all. Yes, please do. Please thumbs up. I mean, that's free. Please like this post, do a heart, smiley face emoji. That'll be super helpful, and I really appreciate it. Get you a Zelle for people who don't have Cash App. I do have PayPal also, so maybe I'll put my PayPal up. Hey, Nandy and cousins, we're teammates over here, but okay. But I waited up last night and fell asleep. I hope you got the replay, Aisha. My nephew will show me how to do Cash App. Okay. Don't worry, you will get it back double. Yep. Naoki said, I enjoy your work. Thank you for that. Somebody says she has a PayPal, post it. He used to read the comments on Chef's Lives. I never heard him before. I never heard his voice. Trust Nobody said, hit the like button, please, and thank you kindly. Yes, please hit the like button. Did you check out who created your fake Cash App? Yes, I'm talking to authorities about it. Absolutely. Annette said, thank you for your hard work. You deserve everything you get. I appreciate it. Take the post down, please. Want to see you. Oh, sorry. I'm on a small little part. Hold on. Oh, hello. Let's see. I'll be falling asleep at work, but you're well worth it. I got my coworkers watching. We be on the phone like, girl, did you see the tea? I love it. Thank you for that. Crook told Rico what to say. I can believe that. Is a GoFundMe page too tacky to send you money for your service? Probably. I wouldn't feel comfortable with that. But you can just send it to PayPal, or if you don't have PayPal or Cash App, don't worry about it. It's not a requirement. Crystal said, follow, hit, and like, share. Please do. I appreciate it. Rico is on the autism spectrum, high functioning. I would agree with that. Somebody said, Tam Morgan, GoFundMes are usually only for people really in need. But I understand she was trying to think outside the box. Alba West said, thank you, Coach. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. Do y'all other influencers tell you all how much they appreciate you? I mean, they really should, because honestly, like, yeah, you can create a page on Facebook, anyone in the world. But are people going to gravitate towards your page? Are people going to be engaged in your conversation? And when they are, and when that does happen, then, I mean, the only reason anyone has a successful page on social media is because of you all. So I feel like if influencers aren't telling you that, they should. Take has the key and a large lockbox full of Crook's money. You better know it. Cassandra said, I would love to travel to Africa. Oprah opened a school, if I'm not mistaken. She did, but something happened. I can't recall on the top of my head. Some kind of controversy happened with that school with Oprah. What was it? I forget what it was, but it was a big deal a couple of years ago. Thank you again, Tracy. I appreciate it. What name would Tay use on a passport? Because they get there, they probably won't come back. Crook Carmen is afraid to go to court. She probably thinks she will get jail. Well, on Tay's nursing license, she's listed as Tanisha, or however you pronounce it, Costa. Let's see. I thought I'd tune in for the Crook Carmen take mess. It's nice, refreshing to hear something different, especially when it's educational. Thank you for that, Chantel. I appreciate that. We should put a wager on Crook and Take. We'll kick her to the curb starting the 16th of February after Valentine's Day. I think she's just waiting on that wedding certificate. Take don't want her food touching, so Africa is all touching. Fufu and stewed rice and stew. Girl, you said a word right there. How you going to Africa? If you eating fufu, you have to use your fingers and take the fufu and make it into like a little scoop with your fingers and scoop up your food with it. Like, you're not built for Africa, those African streets. Let's see. Them girls. Hey, listen. So I know I told you all about our first ever virtual Jingle Ball. And some of you have gotten into my inbox about that. You know, we'll do maybe like for people who either don't have families. Listen, I'm aware that there are all kinds of family dynamics or lack thereof out there, right? Some people have big families, so they're going to celebrate with their families and, you know, feel the love and all that. Some people are alone because either they got isolated from their family, kind of like Crook, or maybe they're older and they're, you know, for whatever reason, people separate from their families. So I wanted to do something for people so that you aren't alone. And even if you do have a family, if you wanted to participate, that'll be good too. So do like a virtual Jingle Ball where we have some people doing, you know, singing different like short little Christmas songs or whatever, and giving a prize to the person with the best vocals. You know, we can do like a virtual potluck or whatever. So y'all let me know what you think about that. I just thought it would be a good way to make people who don't have other people to celebrate with feel a little less lonely. Monique said, thank you for that. Lisa Mary said, thank you for all the information you give us. I know you work very hard for that. Do you think she's going to tell him a prenuptial agreement? I know Tay's not going to sign a prenup. Why would she do that? She's trying to get all the funds. She wants all the smoke. Carla said, that's a wonderful idea. Coach, do you do cryptocurrency? I don't, but I know that the way that we are doing currency right now, meaning money, cash money, most people don't even carry cash except for a few dollars because you're using your debit card, right? Which is still a form of digital currency. But in about 20 and 30 years from now, maybe not even 30, like 20 years from now, money will be like physical paper money will be so obsolete. And certainly in 100 years from now, when we're all dead and gone, they'll be looking back like, damn, people used to actually carry dirty ass money around. Money is filthy. All right. It passes so many hands and people doing all kind of stuff with their hands. It goes in between women's titties and all that titty sweat on it. You know what I'm talking about. It's just it's not traceable or replaceable if you lose it. So we're going to definitely be moving toward digital currency more and more. That Christmas party sounds great. Okay. Let's see. Kinzia said, nice idea. Lisa said, I think that will be cool. So what we'll do is we'll do like I'll do a private group. I'll create a private page for people because I don't want to like inundate the main page with, stuff that they're just here for Crook and Took. You know what I'm saying? But you're going to get more than that when we're talking. Please know that. But what I'll do is I'll create a group for people who want to participate in the festivities. We can do it the day before Christmas or I don't know if I'm going home for Christmas. I planned on it, but I probably won't. We can do it the day before Christmas. How about we do that? And then on Christmas Day, if you guys are, still feeling a little lonely, just, if you wanted to link up in the room, let me know. But a day before Christmas, I think will be good. We'll have a talent show and virtual potluck. So make sure you're eating something good and we'll be tuned in to one another cutting up. So if you are interested in if you're interested, you disinfect your cash. Now, baby, you got me beat. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I definitely am a germaphobe. All right. Y'all already know. Y'all know this about me. I wash my hands immediately upon entering the house. I don't care what's going on and who, what. I'm washing my hands first. I've never disinfected my money, though. Wow. I never heard of that, but I like it. Alva said she'll be in the hospital December 7th. That's right. Yep, you told me about that. Next Wednesday, prayers for me. When are you, how long will you be in there, Alva? James said, how long have you been on? Not sure what I missed. We've been on for 2 hours and 15 minutes. Let's open a YouTube restaurant and invite Crook and Took. Let me be the waitress so I could pimp smack Take from Pennsylvania. We don't play. Sunny Sunshine, so sweet. She said, praying for you, Alva. How long will you be down, Alva? Missy B. Duke, she knows she ain't right. She's a wannabe. Samantha loves the idea of a virtual holiday party and jingle ball. Prayers are with you and get well soon. And it won't cost anything. I'm not going to create a private group like, to come to the jingle ball and to do these things. It's, what were they? $10, $5, $24.99. No. I learned 40 years of marriage. My husband. I learned 40 years of marriage. My husband is OCD. Wow. One day, I hope. Okay, Alva. But that knee, you're going to definitely have to do some rehab. I'm sure you know that already. So, on another subject, do y'all think they will ever let Brittany Griner out of jail in Russia? Oh, my God. I cannot. First of all, she's a political pawn, obviously. This girl had cannabis oil. not even the buds, but oil in a vape pen. And they gave her 9 years, and they just moved her to a penal colony, where it's rough. It's literally slavery. And if you don't meet the quota every day, you get your ass beat. It's crazy. I think they both cook me some kind of mental attention. That's so crazy about Brittany after she serves her entire term. Somebody said, wow. Somebody said, let's wear Christmas shirts. Yes, that's a must. If you're coming to Jingle Ball, virtual Jingle Ball 2022, then you're wearing your Christmas pajamas or a Christmas shirt is a must. Praying and continued prayers for you, Alva. Yes, Alva, we definitely are sending you our prayers. Definitely, we'll be thinking about you and everything, sending positive vibes your way. Adonis said Christmas pajamas. So what I'm going to do, you all, is I'll do an event, okay? And you RSVP. Let me know if you're going to attend this virtual Jingle Ball that we're going to have, and what talent you have. Like, please, I know a lot of y'all can sing. Y'all be in my inbox. I'm like, yeah, I want to do it. I can sing. Let me know that what talent you have and all that good stuff. Send me a message, and I will put this together. I'll put it together before the weekend is over. All money ain't good money. Americans need to stop feeling entitled in other countries, okay? When in Rome, do as the Romans. I agree. We got to remember to take the tags off our shirts, though. We need that kind of gel in New York for these crazies. Hey. Hanging a ball around my waist and swinging my ball into a cup. Yes. We could play all kinds of like little games and stuff too. It'll be super fun. I pray they do let her out. I hope so too. Laura said it's so ridiculous. 9 years. It's a long time. Hey y'all know what I got that I really like? Y'all see that? Nope. Anyway, they are Pepperidge Farm ginger cookies. They are so good. They're in the shape of like little snowmen, like this one. And they're ginger cookies by Pepperidge Farm. Seasonal, of course. So good. Chantel said praying and continue prayers for you, Alba. I'm going to get my husband to yo-yo for y'all. Dawn said, yes, I can get my chips out. Thanks, coach. See, I put the microphone on mute when I put one in my mouth so you don't have to hear the crunching. See, I be thinking about y'all. Who else do that? Other people just going to eat right in your face and in your ear and call it ASMR. I don't know how to do that, though. I don't know what type of quota she has to meet, but I heard it's crazy, Diane. I heard it's super crazy. Thanks, all of you. I just love you guys. Oh, we love you too. Alva said, thank you all. No, that's not. Alva said, never had those cookies. They're seasonal, for the holiday. They're really good. Let's see. Well, I see that I'll be watching the replay. I missed the tea. You did? Come on now. Come on, James. Yeah, watch the replay. Are you all following me on? Some of you think you're following me, but you're really not. And I have a problem with that. Definitely. Please, if you're not following me, take a moment before you go to bed tonight. and or open another browser. Don't leave this one. Stay in the room. Stay on this. And make sure that you're following. Make sure you click those little dots up at the top and you turn on the notifications on Facebook for me, and that you're following me on YouTube. I mean, if y'all want to keep getting this good tea, y'all want me to be around, like, y'all gotta help me, help you, help me, help you. Small claims court just came across my television. This won't be small claims. What Crook did? Small claims is $5,000 or less. Okay, what she did? This is like major. This is major. Going to get my Oreo taster cakes. Ooh, that sounds good. They were saying on the news they mistreating her because she's lesbian. Who's the girl? Internet said, I'm eating right now a white sauce pizza with broccoli and tomatoes, and don't forget my shot of tequila. Y'all, it's over 700 people still in this room between Facebook and YouTube. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. Tom, Tam, you just ate 4 slices of coconut cake and washed it down with a Corona. Was it the Pepperidge Farm coconut cake? Those are really good. Adrian said it's really good. Laura said, I won a stupid human tricks contest once. Not so much now, but until a few years ago, my palms used to sweat a lot. So I dripped sweat into a cup, ew, and held my hand out the window, cold outside, and watched the steam rise from there. That sounds. I just finished eating my seafood boil again. Oh, what was in it? Let's all tip her $2 right now. All right, Crystal, I'm up for the challenge. Y'all don't have to. I'm not asking you all to send me $20, $30, $50, $100, $1,000. Like any amount that you want to send, I would appreciate, evidently. Crystal, you need to be on my team because you always advocating for me. Someone said, I had stopped eating after 12 and now you are enticing me to eat. I'm so sorry. My little one is woke. Hi, little one. I checked YouTube. I subscribed yesterday. I am watching both. Thank you. Let's see. You're right. When a person gambles and they can't get enough money, they will embezzle money all around the bank, because let me tell you something. My brother in bedroom, probably embezzled $25,000 from his company and served 9 months. Actually, he got 9 minutes and he answered 9 months because my grandfather was a district attorney and he got off a big, you know what, good behavior. But he's not, but he's going to Gambling Anonymous. That gambling is just like any other addiction. Any other addiction. You will take everything you have and risk it to get on that table. That's crazy to me. Crystal said done. Thank you, Crystal. You're so sweet. Daisy said accept. Okay. Sounds like a good buzz. Bought it from an Italian restaurant that makes it. Oh, coconut cake. You know what? I like coconut cake. See, I'm black. I like coconut and pineapple cake. Y'all ever had that? That shit is so good. I just ate smoked salmon and lime chips. Wow. Let's see. Heidi said, Crystal, done. Thank you for the $2 tip. I appreciate it so much. Thank you. Y'all are so sweet and kind. Sorry, stripping hand sounds nasty. Like, share, and follow this page, please. That's super free. Sorry I'm late. You can catch a replay. 700 people will give you $1,400. Ooh, that'll be nice. When Carmen goes to court, I wish I could be there. I'll be there. Oh yeah, I'll be down at the courthouse that day filming. This is so good. This is a zero sugar cherry Coke. Listen, it's better than not having one. I can't drink regular sodas anymore. So it's either not drink a soda, drink a zero sugar soda, or drink water. And I do drink water, but this zero sugar cherry Coke is so good. Let me see. Oh, I hear my phone buzzing. Let me see what y'all been up to. Y'all saw Carmen talking to that lady in the video I just showed you guys, not just, but let me an hour or so ago. Talking about no, don't send me the Cash App money. No, I don't send it to me, send it to her. It don't matter who we send it to, you still gonna get your cut. And we know this already. The fact that you even talking about a Cash App to give to someone else, to get yourself, is preposterous. Like knowing the shit that's about to go down. It's ridiculous. Let me see. Okay, I see the $2 coming in. Thank you. Thank you, James Davis, Juanita Nance, Linda Dixon. Thank you. Brenda Terrell, Heidi Hussman, Tracy Birmingham. I could only see part of it. Kiki, thank you so much. Dee Dee, I appreciate it. These just came in like the last couple of minutes. And everyone else, I definitely appreciate you guys as well. I don't know if you're in here, but Sandry Simmons, Debbie Bennett, Adrian Johnson, Pamela, Christine Nelson, Karen McNeil, Sasha, Evelyn Mitchell, Marie Burton, Joy Williams, Yvonne Hodges, Aquarius. Oh no, that's money I sent out. Sandy Mitchell, Terry Taylor, Betty Thomas, Yvette Jones, Shakalor Hewitt, Chantel Wade, Brenda Terrell White, Fame Fancy Dazzle, Michelle Adams, Jacqueline Smith, Francine Lewis, Angela Rich, Elizabeth Russell, Julie Adams, Chandela, Linda Dixon, and Karen Martin, Kimberly Square James, Chantel Wade, Maisha Robinson, Dollhouse Therese, Shalelle, Brenda Terrell White, I think you did twice, Janice Mitchell, Francine Alston, Bernadette Carr, Annette, Braggs and Prince, Jacqueline Brown, Jacqueline Smith, Lakeisha Rowland. No, Lakeisha Rowland was a scam. Someone named Lakeisha Rowland sent me a request for money. Like I was just going to hit okay. They tried it though. So that was a scam. Sherry Winstead, Miss Sherry, thank you. Deborah Brooke Broderick, Heidi Hussman, Jacqueline Smith, Katrina Haley, Kathy Brown, Sharice Parks, Sweet Treat Jones, Larissa Bellamy, Candace Lewis, Francine Lewis, Gina Hurtley, Octavia Williams, Brenda Labarge. Thank you all. And that wasn't from just tonight. Like some of those were from earlier. Annette, let me see if I can read your name. Annette Contreras, thank you so much. Yours just came in. Phyllis Simmons, I appreciate that. Let's see. payment from Sherry. Sherry Bolden, thank you for that also. You guys don't have to leave a tip, but you do so because you want to. And I appreciate the generosity. That's literally the kind of person I am, but I always have a problem like initiating, a request like that. So I appreciate you all showing your appreciation for me. I try to bring you quality content. I try to, think outside the box with activities and keep you stimulated in this room. And it's not, I'm not monetized. It's not like I'm, getting this big check from Facebook or any check and still asking for you guys to leave a tip. That's definitely not the case. It takes 30 days. I shared this with you all, 30 days before you can even become eligible. And then after those 30 days, you still have like 30 days that you have to wait. Then they start looking at your analytics and all that stuff. So it probably won't be until January 15th is at least what another influencer told me. And that sounds about right. So yeah. So thank you guys so much. Thank you, ladies and guys, so much. I definitely appreciate it. Sam. Sherry Bolden, I appreciate it. Thank you. I know you were one who said something. Said I deserve it. Annette Contreras, you're very generous. I appreciate that. We know you don't expect the tip, but you deserve it because, sweetie, your time is money. I do spend a lot of time before I even get on this thing. Trust me. Valerie said I've been following since Steph Smith put me on, and I haven't missed a beat since. Just sit in the cut and smile. You're a beast, coach. Thank you. I appreciate that. If Crook just be honest and apologize for scamming her followers, I truly believe people will be more willing to forgive her. I agree. I definitely agree with that. I think that people, I agree. I think people allow room for grace when you come clean about things, right? Because we all it resonates with all of us. We all mess up sometimes. But what she did, I can't even say this was a mess up. This was just like on a massive scale of fuckery for real. But, we all fall and we're all human and we're all prone to making bad decisions sometimes in life and, having to face the consequences for those decisions, right? Every last one of us. And if you haven't had that happen to you yet, keep living, as my grandmother would say. It will come to pass one day. It's just part of the experience of being a human and being a spirit in human form. That it just comes with the territory. You're going to mess up, and people want to know that that you take accountability for it. Let's see. Crystal said you never asked us to. We do it because we want to. I appreciate that so much. Samantha Yates said, did you get mine? I don't know. Maybe you just sent it. Yep, you just sent it at 4:08. So Samantha Dixon, I think it is. Samantha Dixon, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Sherry Bolden, I appreciate that also. Lisa Williams, thank you so much. Let's see. Monica, it doesn't have a last name. Thank you. I appreciate it. I definitely appreciate it. Like tremendously. You're welcome. You're working overtime. Yep. Monica, thank you. I agree. We need to do an apology from Chef. Yeah. Like not some fake, but I'm trying to get out of this apology, like I give me leniency. No, listen, y'all know Will Smith smacked the shit out of, Chris Rock, right? And Will did not come right out with an apology or, whatever, not a proper one. But did you all see his apology? He did it on Instagram. He posted it to Instagram. That's how you apologize for something. He took full accountability. He was extremely, extremely sincere. He didn't say if I offended or none of that. And just everything about it came across so very genuine. and authentic and, unorchestrated and unrehearsed and just, from his heart. That's how you apologize to people when you have, when you've misused and abused their trust, right? And so she comes out with an apology. I need her to go watch that Will Smith video first and then come back. Stephanie said, if I could come on the panel with you, coach. Yeah, you can come on the panel. Listen, I want you all to participate and be active. Shit, you could be talking while I'm sitting over here trying to sneak me a Dorito. You all want to come on? Let me know. Let me know before the show. Be prepared to have your camera on. Can't come on the show and your camera's off. We're not doing that. But yeah, I'd love to have you guys come on the panel and give me your take on everything that's going down between Crook and Took, your perspective, and what you think she should do about it, what you think their future is, and all that stuff. Yeah, I'll share the platform with you guys. I don't mind. Let's see. Not when you give them your hard work and money. Coach, I can hardly wait for stars and subscribing. Oh, thank you so much. So sweet. I will tell you this. I probably will get super chat and whatever else they do over on YouTube before my Facebook stuff comes through 100%. Because YouTube has, I think like 2 weeks or something like that. I've already put my application in with YouTube. Like I've already hit the quota. You have to have at least 1,000 followers. I shared this with you all. And you have to have at least 4,000 minutes of watch time. And I've far exceeded that on both platforms. Thanks to you all. Not because of me. I haven't done anything special. I mean, I do, but that's not why I got the money. It's because of you all, and I appreciate that. But yeah, so I'll be monetized on YouTube before I would Facebook. I bet you. Crook will apologize should she hit rock bottom. Yep. AKA when Took drop her like a bad habit. 1,000%. I already see it coming. Really parting off your money, living the life of hell. No to Carmen and Tay. Yep. Right. A real heartfelt apology. Did y'all see the Will Smith apology? Man, I wouldn't take her apologies. I'd see it as an attempt to play us again, not sincere. Yeah. I mean, if it's forced, yes, it will be. But like that person said, once Took leaves Crook high and dry, she gonna come back to us crying. Y'all was right. Y'all was right. I should have listened to y'all. No, it's gonna be too late because I'm gonna be still documenting all the shit all for the rest of her life. I'm gonna be documenting every move she make because you cheated me out of money and the rest of us too. I feel some type of way about that. You had us fooled. So man said, I enjoy this late night talk. Thank you. She owes the Gibsons an apology, like how she did Latrice. The Gibsons want their money. You know what? If Crook would have left well enough alone after that Gibson apology and didn't get that African lady and that other lady on video talking big boy shit about them. Oh, they scratched, shaved the daughter head and put a scarf on and made it act like she had cancer to get money. Oh, they're on drugs. If she had not done that, she probably wouldn't even have a lawsuit pending against her. It was that interview, that response to the video that I did, that caused outrage from the Gibsons. I know they were outraged. If she had left well enough alone, Crook, you know you're fucking crook. You know what you're doing. And we know what you're doing. So to pretend that you're not and to keep doing stuff and trying to like make us believe, there's nothing you can say at this point that's going to make us believe it at all. None. We've seen all the receipts we've heard enough. Nothing. Only God himself can come down and tell me you're innocent. That's it. My initials on Cash App are BTW or BT, not Crystal. Listen. Okay, Samantha Dixon, Margaret Spears, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Let me see. BTW. For Betty Terrell White. Is that right? Because it doesn't come up as BTW, but I do see a Betty Terrell White a couple of times. Yep, I see it. Thank you so much. I really appreciate y'all. I mean, some of y'all said y'all haven't even watched TV in 3 weeks. That's what you claim. And listen, I want to send a message out there to this one lady. You know who you are. The messages that I read about Tate tonight, you know, that you made sure that I was aware of these messages for people who are just joining. I got information, documentation from Tate's ex-mother-in-law. Okay. Someone very close to Tate. Very, very close. And she was just thanking me so much for my ability to see beyond. I'm reading my ability to see beyond the veneers of Tay. She is both very conniving and very convincing. Old school songs. She's a man eater. There are so many points uncovered that I don't have time to dive in. I mean, she just goes in and she goes on another message. Take has used me. Oh, she didn't say Take. She called her Tay. Tay has used me to further her insatiable appetite for material things. She has an unbelievable attitude of entitlement, like people are supposed to do for her just because she's all of that. Shady, and more shady. I mean, she goes into it now. And I'm here. I believe every word of it. Daisy said, Crook can get lip service all month long, but I still ain't buying them bullcrap ass seasonings and Kool-Aid. Ooh. There's a lady with a seasoning line who is preparing to come on our show within the next, hopefully before the end of the holiday. Yeah. Claudia said, good morning. Still up and still not sleeping. Okay. Myra said, sorry. Even if she apologizes, she has financially taken from people. I mean, that's true. She needs to apologize and give the money back. That's not going to happen. The casino has the money. You know this. That's not even possible. Now, what she might do is ask for some cash apps to raise some money and give the money back. It's be ridiculous. Housekeeping at its finest. If you only know, Coach, I'm an addict in recovery for almost 7 years. And the first part of recovery is admitting you have a problem. And I'm almost positive that Carmen has a gambling problem that led her to scamming all these people. I pray she gets the help she needs. Yeah, you're right. The first step is admitting 100%. Nah, it's way more than that, Sandra. The Gibsons told me they were able to get in their phone. The one that they weren't able to get into the day that I did their interview. But they got into that phone. And they said that shit was $100,000. Mm-hmm. Sorry. They'll serve that warrant in Houston just as fast as they would here in Atlanta. 100%. Somebody said, hey, Will Smith lived down the street from me in West Philadelphia. My family knew his people. All of my family from Overbrook High School in Philadelphia. Okay. And that right there, take leaving. Why do you seriously sound like her? I would like to see Darius interview her. Just wait when Took leaves her. I hope she apologizes to her daughter. Listen, that's only so much apologizing you can do for behavior when you're 60 and you should know better. Like, I give people grace. Don't get me wrong. We all need it. But when you're 60 and you are knowingly doing something that has severed your relationship with people that you've been, connected to for decades, I don't know how much grace I can give you in a situation like that. I really don't. Let's see. Crook tell more lies with a fake apology and beg for stars of donation at the same time. 100% agree. 100% agree. Like today, when she was talking to that lady, I'll play the clip again. She was talking to that lady, talking about you can get donations and blah 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 blah, and don't send them to me, send them to her. What difference does it make who we send them to? We know you're going to get a cut of them anyway, so stop it. Carolyn said, I just woke up because she's messy and don't want no mess. Cook shouldn't have made boss lady. We wouldn't know. Cook shouldn't have made boss lady. Mm-mm. You must mean Cook shouldn't have made boss lady mad. I'm gonna fill that in for you because you said we wouldn't know nothing still if she hadn't made her mad. Okay. That was so wrong that Crook accused the Gibsons of drug use online. This could lead to investigations from CPS. Hope they sue her. I mean, man, talking about somebody shaved their child's head and put a towel on it and said she had cancer. Where's the footage? Because if they did that, as much as you, meaning Crook, as much as you how conniving you are, you would have been trying to capitalize off that shit yourself. You would have been collecting donations and cash apps from them. If that was something they were doing, you would have definitely wanted in on that. And the fact that you didn't means it never happened. So don't even lie. Hi, Edwina. Good morning. It's written all over her face, 100%. Take will get hers. She already looks as old as hell. Let's see. Take gonna play the victim when it's all over. I don't know. But Crook needs to be in Atlanta right now. If someone told me, or if I found out that someone was about to issue a subpoena against me or anything like that, I will want to be present for it so I don't miss a court date or whatever. The fact that she's in fucking Houston and extended her stay so much she didn't get cleared to fly. Okay. That's sketchy to me. Boy, missing. I could tell y'all something, but I won't. But just know you're not too far off with how she be acting when somebody confront her with stuff. You're not too far off. Suddenly she gets real ill. Y'all ever had this Cherry Coke Zero? This shit is so good. It's zero sugar for the people who are just joining. Zero sugar. Normally I only drink the zero sugar Canada Dry ginger ales. I love Canada Dry. It's my favorite beverage. But I wanted to mix it up a little bit. This is really good. Listen, I'm going to create that private room that I told y'all about for our virtual Jingle Ball party. You must wear Christmas or holiday attire. You must cook something, right? And if you want to turn your camera on in your kitchen while you're cooking, we all cook along and cook what we're cooking and take a peek at what you're doing. We can do that too, And the talent show that we're going to have. If you have a talent, if you can sing, if you can dance, and twerking is not dancing, all right? Not twerk. If you can sing and tap dance and ballroom dance and, all that kind of stuff. If you write poetry and you can recite poetry, if you have a talent that you think other people would enjoy, definitely inbox me and let me know. What? I didn't know that. I believe it. Please play the tapes. Which one? Janita? Bringing up the past. Remember when Carmen had Mayby pay for the bus ticket for that homeless man in Houston? Carmen had scammed so many people, yo. It's not even funny. For real. If Tate didn't show up, we wouldn't have known anything. That is true. That's true. Also, if Tate hadn't shown up, Crook would still have a house to live in. She would. Because I believe that boss probably would let her stay in that house forever. Yeah, maybe not forever, but certainly beyond the year time that she said. She's just nice like that. Darlene said, I don't believe SHIT that comes from that. SHIT-Y, mouth. I agree. She's a master manipulator. She's a con artist. She's just, everything she says is a lie. Everything. Everything. Margaret, you're so shady. She says she's going to be cooking in Houston jail. Ooh, I meant Houston. Boss Lady's son, now in business using I Got You. I won't be surprised if Boss has already trademark I Got You. Boss Lady's son, his name is Matthias. He actually was already selling these things prior to all of this happening, like the spice rack. I think there's like a pineapple cora and a watermelon cora as well. So he already was selling things kind of under the brand name, kind of. We did hear that. Yeah, dentist cleared her to fry same night. She's just hiding out. Meanwhile, what's Tay doing? She's on her Instagram singing and dancing. Despicable. Let's see. Crook said yesterday that she's going to ATL Monday, pack, get Rico, and come back through 5 states to feed the homeless and then to Takes. Well, baby, we gonna be watching on Monday, okay? Once she gets away from Takes, she's going to be online shopping, trying to clap back, spitting and shit. I followed the Gibsons on their videos, and they never asked for anything. They were thankful to everyone that showed their family life. Yeah. Crook did this to herself. I knew shit was going to hit the fan because when she made that interview and she brought that African lady on there and that other lady that was supposed to get them that house apartment for a year, which how are you even showing your face on camera? You didn't do what you were supposed to do either. I promise. I didn't even know about her video. I was asleep, trying to catch up on some sleep, and my phone was ringing. And so I finally answered it. It rang like somebody called back to back. I'm like, wow, what's going on? They were furious. It was the Gibsons. They were furious. They said, you know, what she had said, and I couldn't believe it. Like, that's low even for her. Like, you don't have any kind of boundaries or nothing's off limit. Like, everything's and everyone's fair game to you. You're a dangerous person. Definitely. No. So, I told them then, yeah, I need to lawyer up. I guess that's what they're doing. Because I would. That's all I drink is Canada Dry. I don't know how people be drinking Seagrams and Schweppes. I'm a Canada Dry girl. When the cops show up at Took's house for Crook, Took is going to fire up that hot air balloon. She lost her dentures. She went to get new ones. Well, the ones that she had were absolutely too large. Sorry. About Carmen talking, I missed it. Oh, about Carmen talking. I mean, it'll be on the replay. It'll definitely be on the replay. Coke. Coach, what's the name of the beverage you're drinking again? It's Coca-Cola, 0 sugar. It's like a cherry Coke, I think. Right? It's cherry Coke. It's cherry Coke, 0 sugar. It's really good. I'm usually like I said, I usually drink ginger ale. Crystal cherry Coke 0. Thank you for that, Melissa. Or Missy. I love my Canada Dry 0 sugar. Ooh wee! As your cook would say, ooh wee! It's so good. Meanwhile, Boss Lady continues to get that bag. You better know it. Have you ever tried 0 sugar Dr. Pepper? Story time. Okay. The short answer is no. But the not so short answer is, you know, when I grew up, in my household, probably because my grandmother was from the South, we drank, and she drank Coca-Cola. Actually, that's not true. She liked Pepsi. I don't know why she liked Pepsi, but my mom liked Coca-Cola for sure, and like some of my aunts and stuff. And so I grew up drinking Pepsi or Coca-Cola. I never tried like Tab, and you know Tab is a drink. Y'all know that. Tab and Dr. Pepper. I really never saw anyone drinking Dr. Pepper before, ever. And one day, about a year ago, a friend of mine stopped by my house for dinner and brought some Dr. Pepper. And this friend of mine was Caucasian, yes. And I had a little joke with him and said, hey, Black people don't drink Dr. Pepper. Like, we drink Coca-Cola or Pepsi. He was like, just try it. And that shit was not bad. It has like a cherry type taste to it. I love cherry. So, yeah, I haven't tried it, but I'm not against it because, you know, I'm a believer now. Do you think Boss Lady was in cahoots about the money? Listening to Chef Ruby got me thinking. No, absolutely not. I think that Crook been moving like a crook her whole life. And it's worked out well for her because she also knows how to, she's very convincing. Let me put it like that. She knows how to charm people, right? And she hides behind that to do all her shit. And so, she just be getting money how she get it, how she live it. You know what I'm saying? Do I think Boss Lady knew about it or was in on it? No, absolutely not. Because Boss Lady has too much to lose, and she's business savvy. She's a businesswoman. Crook is not a businesswoman. Crook is not business savvy. Crook is a crook that crooks. Okay. And not only is Crook a crook that crooks and cooks, Crook doesn't really have any morals, ethics, values, none of that shit. If you can film a lady, which I had the exclusive interview for, if you did not see it, go look back 2 or 3 videos of mine. The fact that you could take someone's cancer story and twist it and make it and present it away so that you can collect cash apps for it, and then the woman is like having financial hardships because of all the treatment she's been going through. For you, let me take this picture down so you guys can see me. Hold on. For you not to, ouch, foot. For you not to, for you to do that to a cancer patient, not give them a dime of all the money you collected on their behalf, you got to be a special kind of like indecent person. You know what I'm saying? You pass indecent. You were just treacherous as hell. Trifling. You know you did it too. So don't even be looking at this screen with your face all screwed up like you smelled something that stank. You did it. Allegedly. Let's see. Cook probably took too much meds so she couldn't fly, or Tay gave her too much to shut her up for the night. Probably. Samaya Grace said, I want that lady name and organization because I'm reporting it. That lady was not supposed to share people information if they're in a shelter or protected by a shelter. I agree. And they were singing like birds. I wonder how much money Crook gave them. Girl, I'm up having this. Crystal said, girl, I'm up having a snack at 4:34 a.m. I took a nap earlier, up now and a little hungry. I know, right? Oh my God. It's still over 670 people now up watching this live, which is hilarious between Facebook and YouTube. Let's see. When is the next small business spotlight? That is a good question. It is this coming Sunday at 8 p.m. Yes. We're only doing one this weekend because I have a lot of stuff going on and I want to do the one from last weekend this weekend. But we had some really, really good. I was Zooming with several businesses over the last couple of days. Again, working to get you guys quality content and talking to small business owners about heightening their brand awareness. That's super important. You have a business, it's important for you to always heighten brand awareness as much as you possibly can, which simply means getting your name, your brand, your product out in front of as many people as you possibly can. And what better way to do that than Facebook? We're all on this book all the time. You and I, me and you all have been on this thing for 3 hours going strong, and it's still like 670 people in this room, and between this room and YouTube. So great opportunity to get their product in front of other people that they otherwise wouldn't, get their product in front of. And, all the forwards that comes with the emails, you have the people in our group, right? And then also all the people in the net, at least across Facebook for sure, who share it and view it and share it, et cetera. So it's a great, great opportunity for small businesses to, get on the platform and talk about who they are and what they have to sell, and, for us to see their passion behind it, right? So we have someone this Sunday coming on. She's amazing. Small business, of course, woman-owned Black owned, and she is a certified health coach. She's a coach. I'm the head coach for this station, but she's a coach, and she knows her stuff. She has a lot of if you are, her demographic is like 40 and older, right? Which I pulled the demographics for this page, and that's basically the demographic, like 40 and up in here. So her services are for people who may have chronic illnesses and chronic diseases and etc. And really taking them under her wing, giving them the tools that they need, literally and like physically, to get ahead of and be proactive, so that they don't fall into like a chronic disease status, and or if you are, to help work you out of that status to a healthier state. She's really good. She's an educator. She's former military, so she's all about the healthy lifestyle, not just physically but also mentally. Just a lot of good stuff. Like, I really enjoyed talking to her. I've been working with her and talking with her quite a bit, getting her ready for the spotlight. And as people, as women, Black, white, whatever, when we, once you reach a certain age, your body doesn't function the way that it used to when you were 20 years old or 30 years old. I mean, everything changes. So in order to be prepared for those changes, it's really important that we are proactive in our health. Or if we have to be reactive, right? If it does happen and we have to find a way, to get out of that status, that diagnosis, that situation, we need help. We need help. I'll tell you guys a little secret about me. It's not really a secret, but you didn't know it. So when we're in December. Like 2 months ago, I was in the hospital. Yep. I was in intensive care in the hospital. Yep. ICU. And they took me. There was a guy in the hospital. He had a gunshot wound. They took me in before him. Yep, they did. The problem was, and listen, I should have been dead. They told me that. They're like, you should have a toe tag on your toe right this moment. What happened was, I never had a problem whatsoever in life with my blood sugar. I never had a problem with it before, ever, right? And so that I know of, right? I get checked every year. It's always within normal limits, etc. So what prompted me to even go to the hospital that night was I couldn't see anything, y'all. I swear to you. Like the time, how you look down at the time on your computer, like in the little corner, it has the time and the date. That was nothing to me but a blur. Everything was a blur. Literally, it was like I had my eyes like Vaseline shut and trying to peek out of them. That's the best description I can give you. And me knowing what I know, I knew something was definitely wrong. And I suspected that it was, related to my blood sugar. Another thing that was wrong with me at that time, and this is kind of personal, but I'm going to tell it to you guys because, and whoever else watches this video, because it probably can help you, right? Another telltale was I was drinking water and it was not enough. It was not enough. I would drink gallons of water and my lips would still be crusty as hell, like literally immediately afterwards. And the biggest problem that I had that really bothered me the most was I had a unpleasant smell in my private area, right? I'm clean. I'm very clean. I take 2 showers a day, and I'm not in a relationship right now. So I knew it was absolutely, I've never had a problem, even in relationships. What happened was my blood sugar was so high, so high, that my vision was extremely distorted to the point where I was legally could be declared as blind, literally. And the bacteria in my body that every woman and every man has, especially women have in their body, especially in their private areas, was having a party, okay? They were high off sugar. The bacteria were eating because there was so much sugar in my blood, just in my bloodstream, period. just floating around because my cells wasn't taking in the sugar, right? You know how, let me level set. So when you eat something, right, your body converts that food into energy. And the way that it does that is your pancreas secretes what's called insulin, right? And the insulin binds to the sugar and binds to receptors on your cells, right? These little receptors, and allows the cell to, allows the sugar, the insulin assists the sugar into entering into the cell, so you can use it as fuel and energy and etc. But what was happening was I had so much sugar in my bloodstream that everything was out of whack. Everything, all chemical, everything in my body was completely out of whack. And the reason that I had an unpleasant smell, and I can tell you this because it's not like I'm some trick and I had like an STD. It's nothing. It literally would happen to any woman walking on the face of this earth if your sugar gets high enough. It's because once again, the sugar wasn't in check, and I didn't know it, right? And it drove me crazy because I am a germaphobe. I'm the person who, like, well before COVID, y'all already know this about me. Okay, so I go to the ER. And actually, first I went to urgent care, like maybe 3 days earlier. And they were like, I don't know what they gave me, like metformin or something. It was metformin. And that didn't work because metformin it's one of those drugs that has to build up in your system before it actually start working for you, right? You can't just take one and like, oh, my sugar's going down. That shit you have to continually take it for like a month. Anyway, it got worse. Vision, I literally was walking around like this. So I went to the ER, and like I said, there was a man in there with a gunshot wound, and they took me in the back before they took him in the back. All right. And everybody else, they immediately put me in intensive care, and they gave me a very, very, very aggressive round of insulin, right? I was in ICU, y'all. And so it was a very, very scary, dangerous thing. But what if I didn't have insurance? What if, I didn't have access to money and resources to pay out the nose for, a service or a program or anything like that? That could help me, get control of the situation. Fortunately, I do have insurance, but I'm still using like a dietitian to help me manage things, etc. When y'all see me drinking something on screen, like a soda, it's always zero sugar. It's no sugar in it. Now, obviously, I realize that water is better than even zero sugar drinks, and I do drink my fair share of water. But I do what I can to make sure that my numbers stay straight. I have one of those. It's not a Freestyle Libre. It's similar to that. It's a Dexcom is what I have. And I use that, and it tells me my blood sugar every second of every minute, right? I can look at it anytime and see what my blood sugar number is. So if it's already on like 300 or 250 or something like that, I know I can't eat anything else for the rest of the day, or at least within, the next few hours until until it comes down naturally. So it's having a real time, knowledge of where your blood sugar is. So anyway, that's my little story. And the small business spotlight, the lady who's coming on, she is highly skilled at helping people in situations like that, as extreme as that or not as extreme as that, become the best version of themselves that they possibly can through a number of different ways and channels. And she's just awesome. So I want you guys to be tuned into that on Sunday. Let me read some of your comments. Darlene said, thank God, because you could have went into a sugar coma. I should have went into a sugar coma. My sugar was 843, to put it in perspective for you. It was high, very high. And it was just by the grace of God, for real. Like, I am very sincere when I tell you that I was walking, talking, and lucid and in my right mind when I walked into the hospital. And I drove myself there too. And they were like, because I'm just that person. I just don't like asking people for anything. Let me see. Diabetes untreated throws off your pH balance. That's exactly what happened. Again, bacteria love sugar. That's how they live, and that's what they live off of, right? And when you have an abundance of sugar in any part of your body, especially your private area as a female, that's going to be, they're having a party and you're going to know it. Everybody's going to know it. It's terrible. Let's see. Phyllis said good information. Chantel said you're speaking facts. I found out the same way. My telltale sign was I couldn't get enough to drink. I was drinking gallons of water. Same. This is God having you tell us. I'm telling you, thank you, Father God, for using her. Yes. I'm not going to go through something and be ashamed of it. I didn't even know. I know now, right? But I'm not going to withhold information that could help you, right? And I hope you don't withhold information that could help me or other people. Extreme thirst is not even, doesn't even begin to describe it. It's an insatiable thirst. Let's see. Missy said Andrea Flip, she worked at restaurants and she also did concessions. That's where she met Boss Lady. Let's see. That's funny. Diabetes untreated. Diabetes untreated. Okay, I read that one. Thank you, God, because you could have went into sugar coma. I have the Dexcom as well. The wisdom that God blessed you with saved your life. Yes, it did. Absolutely did. Cook and Crook are lower than dumpster juice. That's pretty low. I even heard that before. Lower than dumpster juice? It does not get any lower than that. But stealing God's children to finance their trips, parties, meals, etc. Vengeance is mine. Stephanie said, oh my word, coach. Alva said, coach, do you eat meat? I don't eat a lot of fried foods. I can't even tell you the last time I had a fried chicken. I don't. Like, I eat fried chicken every few years. Because I don't like that greasy smell in my house. But I do not even eat a lot of red meat. Now, I don't really consider lamb. I mean, I guess you could consider lamb red meat, kind of, but I don't eat like a bunch of ground beef or anything like that because I don't want that kind of stuff sitting in my colon because it takes forever to move through. God bless you and thank you for sharing. You're welcome. We take care of all patients, whether they have insurance or not, in the emergency department. That is true. That is why so many people use emergency room as their only source of care. Listen, I used to preach it to the choir because a big part of my job is to reduce emergency room admissions and certainly readmissions. Were you considered in DKA? Yes, I was. I definitely was. I was ketoacidosis is what she's saying. 100% to like lethal levels. I am diabetic and I can help you. I have it in hand now. I didn't know. I'm gonna tell you another thing about me. I love sweets. I am a sweets fanatic. I always have been. I love cakes. I love da-da-da. This is the heaviest weight that I've been in probably ever. And this is my COVID weight. And of course, I can get it off if I did X, Y, and Z, blah, 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 easily. I mean, I know what to do. Losing weight is super simple. You just have to burn more calories than you eat. Super simple. But I love sweets. And that is what caused me to get my sugar so high, or for my sugar to go so high, is because I was just eating like ice cream, pints of Ben and Jerry, Haagen-Dazs, whatever the hell I wanted to do. And I had no idea what was happening to my body until it was completely out of control. Sawana said, thanks for the help. Thanks for the info. Yep. Thanks for sharing your story, Nandy. Absolutely. Elizabeth said, thanks for sharing. You got this. Wow, that was got 800 plus sugar. Yep. I was almost 9. Thank you for sharing. Thanks for being transparent. Yes, absolutely. 843. Wow, never known anyone to survive with numbers that high besides myself. I have many family with diabetes. I went to, after I left the emergency room, was this before or after? It was after, because I made the appointment in the while I was in my hospital bed. And they kept me for like 4 days. Like that shit was serious. I went and had my eyes done. I had what's called a diabetic eye exam. And they told me that I did not have any permanent damage to my eye, to the blood vessels in the back of my eye, and that my vision loss was temporary, and that once my sugar was stabilized and returned to normal, that my vision would too, but to give it time, give it a month or maybe 2. And now my vision is perfect like it was before. It was super scary. I mean, my whatchamacallit? What is it? It's my I forget the name. It was high. It was super high. I looked up lamb and it's definitely red meat. Yeah, okay. Mary, you leaving good night. I was 47 when I was diagnosed with type 2. I had lost 40 pounds and thought it was grief that caused it. No history in my family, but they tested me and said I was diabetic, but that the death of my mom could have triggered it. Good morning, Coach. Detroit is watching. Detroit. I have not eaten meat in 45 years. Wow. Ever since I cut red meats out of my diet, my blood sugar has been under control. Wow. I don't eat a lot of red meat. I mean, I eat, y'all know I love lamb. But I don't eat like a lot of burgers and stuff like that. I mean, I eat them, but certainly not every day or even every week. I don't eat red meat. I don't either eat red meat. I love chicken and fish. I bake my food, sorry. I bake my food now, but I treat myself to something every now and again. Yeah, absolutely. Alexia said, but God, absolutely. Alva said, thank you, Coach. Much blessings to you. Thank you so much. Same to you. Good morning, Andy. You know how to not get sick on us? Nah, I'm good now. Are you on insulin? That's a good question. So obviously when I left the insulin, left the clinic, they gave me Basagular and what's the other one? I have one in here. First, hold on. Let me see. I keep one in my purse too, just in case when I'm out. This is the Humalog. So here's the pen, how it looks. So y'all know I'm not lying to you. So I have these little pens, and you put in. I mean, listen, I hadn't seen like diabetic supplies in a long time. Like my grandmother was a diabetic, and they just had regular syringes back in the day. Regular syringes, and like the bottle. They still have the bottle of insulin, and you had to draw it up, hit it, make sure the bubbles. But now everything is like so convenient. You have a pen, you just dial the number that you take, the number of units, and put a little needle point, twist it on here. That's it. Insulin, instant insulin. But I will say, yes, they put me on insulin, but I haven't really been taking it. Like the Dexcom, again, it definitely keeps you aware of what your numbers are at all times. So with that alone, like I've drastically changed a lot of things, my eating styles, a lot of things. And yeah, I'm still wondering what to Lady Harriet that Croak helped. I can't read that. Oh my God. I load up on candy and cookies or anything that's sweet. I need to slow down. So another question about the insulin. So they did put me on that, but because I know what my blood glucose levels, and I still do finger prick as well, right? So I do finger prick and I do the Dexcom readings, and they're going to be different. For those of you who have Dexcom, it's like, why are the numbers different? The blood is going to tell the tale when you do that fingerprint, but the Dexcom and the Freestyle Libres, it measures instead of using blood, it uses the intercellular fluid, which is not as accurate as, blood is. So that's why a lot of times you'll get a discrepancy. It shouldn't be major. It shouldn't be that big, but there's usually going to be somewhat of a discrepancy. Yes, right. My A1C. It's called A1C, not AC1. My A1C was like 17 or something like that. It was up there. Like, I should have died easily. So glad, and now it's like within normal limits, completely normal, because I know now. I had no clue. So glad you made it through that, Coach. Sounds very scary. Good night. Signing off, teammates. Good night, Dawn. So glad you were with us tonight. Are you on meds now? I do have insulin. I don't really take it because I'm not trying to be tied to that shit for the rest of my life. I'm definitely not. I have significantly changed my eating habits. Do I still eat junk and stuff? Yes, I definitely do. But I know what my blood sugar is before I do. I can tell you that. So, Nandy, you got me wanting a snack at 4:59 a.m. I know. I'm sorry. I've known of someone's sugar as high as 1,200 and lived to tell. Yeah. Yep. My blood sugar was 1,500 and they had to take me and admit me and shut down. I bet they did. 1,500. Wow. What was were you lucid? Were you coherent, Nicole? I need to know. I walk with my Toujeo Max pen. That's probably insulin. People better start investing the laws of the various countries they travel to before they visit. Started back in the days being a 5%er. I love line chips. My blood sugar was 1,500. My dog is diabetic, 2 shots a day. Wow. I hope you take a high blood pressure pill to protect your kidneys. Believe it or not, my blood pressure is always like 119 over 80. Nicole said, I love my Dexcom. Everyone or most people are doing the air fryer. Yes, I do have an air fryer. Absolutely. I use it all the time. Harriet was Lady Crook, helped. She was homeless. Stephanie. Baby girl, you better take care of yourself. Don't let me come down there and get you. I know. I'm taking care of myself. I promise. When you know better, you do better. Alva said good night. Donna said, I took insulin for 3 weeks only. Metformin 1 day, shy of a year. And I have managed to get full control over diabetes. That's what it's all about. Getting your balance back, right? I'm on Trulicity, sorry. It's an injection that I take once a week. Wow. When you lose the COVID weight, you could probably lose the insulin. Probably. I'm pretty sure of it. I see pens on commercials that has to be taken once a week, but so many side effects. Yeah, mine is supposed to be taken. So when I got released from the hospital, I was taking it 3 times a day, with each meal. And then one long acting, which is the Bisagilar overnight. But now I don't. And that's just because it's under control. But I still definitely have them on hand and all that stuff. Unique said, great combo this morning, ladies and gents. Yes, ma'am. I have a family member that was born without insulin in their body. Okay. I will be a type 1 diabetic. Excellent content. Thank you so much. Hello, beautiful people. It's 4:05 a.m. I'm getting sleepy. Good morning to you all. Thanks for everything, Nandy. Thank you, Diane. I appreciate your input and your engagement. Nicole, I couldn't get enough to drink and was moments away from going into a diabetic coma. I was so thirsty. The thirst, y'all don't understand. Remember when I was talking to you earlier about, the definition of insatiable and what that means? You have an insatiable thirst and desire for water. Nothing will satisfy. No amount of water, nothing. Because your body knows that you have all of this sugar in your blood, and it just wants to flush it out. It wants to get rid of it. The body is an incredible machine. Very sophisticated machine, very much so. And it is a machine. It's not for your blood pressure. It's to protect your kidneys so you don't get kidney failure. Yep. Okay. I'm trying to get a handle on it. So I don't have. My brother's was so high, the doctor thought he was going to sign off on a body. Plus, he walked to the hospital. Man, took me a minute to get myself back right. It's a documentary called What the Health. I heard of it. It's life-changing to watch on Netflix. Can't leave you yet. At 5 o'clock, I'm going to bed. That's funny. You said you were signing out. Darlene Hunt, what is it? Pressure pills? Crystal Small said that is type 1, which is when your pancreas, right, doesn't make insulin. Yep, that's type 1. I'm now insulin dependent, but you don't have to be for the rest of your life. And the lady who's coming on, Coach Sarah, who's coming on for the Small Business Spotlight on Sunday, she's going to talk to you about how not to be dependent on insulin for the rest of your life and how to get off of things like that. She has a wealth of knowledge. Like, this is what she does. So you all make sure that you tune in for Small Business Spotlight on Sunday. Take care of yourself. Even if you feel like you don't need like a new perspective on how to manage your health, right? Make sure that you buy a gift and give it to a family member, a friend. I mean, she has some really, really good packages and bundles, and she's an expert in her field. The body is amazing. The body is incredible. And one of the reasons that I got into biology, I was going to go to medical school, and so I pursued a biology degree, which I have. I always thought the body was super, super fascinating to this day. The fact that a mother, even like a dog, cat, any kind of mammal, the fact that when you get pregnant from, having sexual relations, the whole inception, how the fetus puts itself together, the embryo and then the fetus puts itself together is, by just you eating or, just going about your regular life. It literally assembles itself. All of the complicated systems, your circulatory system, your respiratory system, your cardiovascular system, your lymphatic system, all these systems putting themselves together in a very sophisticated way. And then 9 months later, a baby comes out with 2 eyes. God could have just gave us 1 eye in the middle of our foreheads, and we wouldn't have peripheral vision, right? We'd only be able to see what's directly in front of us. 2 eyes, 2 ears, a nose, a mouth, just a perfect machine, right? To house your spirit in, really. And the fact that mammals, dogs, just period, when we give birth, we could be dead ass broke. God has fixed it so that the human body produces milk. You all know this, of course, obviously. But the fact that a woman lactates and produces milk for this new offspring that she just birthed into the world is incredible to me. It will always be incredible to me. That is a miracle. I mean, you don't need any money to take care of this new thing that you're now in charge of, because God has already provided for it through lactation. It's incredible. Unquenchable thirst, exactly. Type 1 is for people who are born and their body pancreas does not produce enough insulin. Yes, we know. Sawanda, I'm on Facebook and YouTube. Sent tip. Thank you, Sawanda. I appreciate that very much. Daisy Duke said good night. Good night. Y'all watch Miss Holly. Y'all already know. Good night, my love, and pleasant dreams. I love that lady. My blood work has always been good. At 69, I still watch what I eat. That's awesome. Imagine finding out you have diabetes, low blood count, and high blood pressure, 3 transfusions, week of insulin, and sent home on blood pressure medication and metformin. Wow. That's a lot. That's good because I hate having to give myself insulin. I don't take any medicine at all. None. I take a probiotic, which I started because, that whole blood sugar thing and messing up my pH balance. I take a probiotic and that's it. I don't take anything else. And I don't want to be on insulin. Absolutely not. So, I've been watching my P's and Q's. I use my Dexcom and I've been staying ahead of it. We'll be there, Coach Nandy. Awesome. It's this Sunday at 8. Yeah. I'll put it up in the room. I'll definitely remind you all beforehand, but I really want you all to hear what she's talking about and, what she has to say. She knows her stuff. Definitely. She knows this is what she does for a living, is help people turn chronic illnesses, get a handle on them and or ahead of them. What time on Sunday, Coach? 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll post it in the room, though. Exactly. Love the information. Thank you, Alexa. Isn't that amazing? Absolutely. I'm a former ED nurse. Type 2 onset is insidious. Most likely present like yours did. Just know you are at the point you are right, complete reversal. The difference in type 1 is that their pancreas don't make insulin. Yes. Autoimmune, they present with blood sugars over 1,000. Yes. Yes, ma'am. Your blood sugar is like syrup when you have those high numbers. Yes. And our bodies do everything to let us know something is wrong. Yes, yes, yes. It's a machine. It's incredible. Your vision will get blurry because the cells around your eyes are so engorged and so swollen, right? That your vision is distorted, right? And again, the insatiable thirst, the smell that comes with your blood being so loaded with a massive amount of sugar, right? No energy. If you ever put on a weight vest, like if you're working out, you ever see people put on like one of those heavy weighted vests? It felt like I had on like a 200-pound vest every time I went to do anything. It was debilitating. So, and now I feel amazing. I mean, yeah. Stacy just joined. Awesome. Do you have a P.O. box? Yes, I have a P.O. box. I do. You can inbox me, Victoria, but I'm good. I don't like the, y'all know how I am. Coach, what time Sunday will she be on? 8:00 this coming Sunday, Eastern time. But I'm also going to post it in the room too. Let me see. I talked to some really dope small businesses today. Like, for real. Like this one lady, she has a cosmetic line. Listen. She has everything in her cosmetic line. Concealer, foundation, eyeshadow, eyebrow pencils, lip liners, mascara, and professionally boxed up shit like how Max is boxed up, like professionally boxed up. Like she has some amazing products and stuff. So hopefully she'll be on next weekend, because after next weekend I'm not going to be doing Small Business Spotlight again until after the first of the year. Sounds like important info. Just tuned in. I'll have to watch the replay. Yes, Miss Pamela, we were talking about type 2 diabetes and how insidious it is and how you cannot even know you have it. I mean, your body will let you know because it's designed that way, but you'll be at the point where it's too late by the time your body starts letting you know, like with the thirst and the vision. You'll be well beyond within normal limits. Alva says she's going to bed. Good night, darling. Crystal, thank you. Nicole said yes, messes with your area and increases you to have an increased amount of yeast infections. I don't know that I didn't have a yeast infection, but that sugar was definitely having a party and that shit was not good. Alva, you're going to bed. How are you going to tell me to go to bed? But I know that I have to keep this under 4 hours because this is what we do. You all know we talk our bullshit about, take and took, and then we start talking about real life stuff, and we can go on for hours and hours. But I found out last time that Facebook doesn't like that. You can't post anything over 4 hours, which sounds reasonable because who the hell will be going on and on for 4 hours? But that's what we do over here. So Stacy said Zelle. No, I don't have Zelle, but I do have PayPal. I have PayPal and Cash App. And I think they're both pinned at the bottom. Not sure. Let me see. I think so. But yeah, y'all need to be tuned into this coming Sunday. It's crazy. It's gonna be really good. Hey, can you guys do me a favor? Can you like this video? Like it, heart it, do a laughy, maybe not a laughy face, a hug, whatever. Like the video, please, so that we can make sure that we get this information out to everyone around the net. I don't have it pinned on this one, but I'll do it here. So my Cash App is it's a little different, so I'll have to pin it. Let's see. And PayPal it's at DELIGHTFULWYON. Delightful one. WYONDE. Not required, but appreciated. Y'all be in my inbox all the time, with good information. All right, so just put it. All right. Okay, sorry about that. Let me see. They can smell the sugar that comes off the person. Yup. It literally, your breath, they say your breath has this fruity smell to it. I don't know that mine had a fruity smell to it, but they definitely say that it does. I don't wear makeup, just lip gloss. I don't wear a ton of makeup either. I just do under my eyes, and that's it. But she has lip gloss and lipstick, like bomb shit, y'all. Like the packaging is MAC level. What happened to Crook? And I don't know. I have no idea. Let's see. Replay. This is not the replay, but this is the real deal. Sawanda, we're still going live. Enjoy, then flush with extra water. Yep. Okay. Yep. Eat some cake and flush with extra water. It's a miracle that a baby comes from our bodies, the vagina, especially a 9 to 10 pound weight baby. Probably because I never had one. It's incredible. The human body is so resilient and it's fragile, but at the same time, it's durable. It's incredible. Oh, wow. I didn't know that. Love you. So informative. Thank you, Barbara. Love you back. Sawana said, that's why we do it. I love it. That's what we do. I love it. Awesome. Good night, all. Good night, Margaret. Good night, my love. Good night and good night. See you all later today. All right, Samantha. Your Cash App is a little different. No, my PayPal is a little different. So my PayPal is, it just actually came up. Let me show it on the screen. So my Cash App is DEE7900 $. And then my PayPal is on the PayPal website. It's Delightful. So it's DEELIGHTFUL. And Delightful is with 2 E's because everybody calls me D, even though my name's Nandy. And then Delightful 1, WYON. So it's not 1ONE. Not required, but appreciated. Because y'all know people be getting on here acting crazy. Talking about, oh, why we got a tip? Now you acting like Carmen. No, you don't have a tip. That's number one. And two, I don't know what the hell Carmen be doing with that money, or, you know, telling y'all why she want X, Y, and Z. You're literally just giving me a gratuity tip for all the time. And it is a massive amount of time that I put into getting stuff prepared for you. Even this platform we're on right now costs money. All right. I do a lot and I love to do it. And I'm happy to do it. Most especially because Crook has like conned me too. So this is the get payback. This is the great payback. Did you mean PayPal? Yes, my PayPal is a little bit different. Yes. It's spelled a little bit different is what I'm saying. It's posted though. It's on the screen and it's also pinned. Coach, check your PayPal spelling. Okay, let's see. DEELIGHTFULWYON. That's right. That is it. That's correct. Damn, I left and came back. The PayPal spelling is correct, ma'am. Look how you spelled it for your PayPal. Take a quick look. I have 2 kids and both was big at birth. That is my PayPal address, my PayPal handle. I mean, people have sent me stuff to it. I've had it for years. Let me see. Now you got me looking. I thought I knew. This Samsung Galaxy phone is so annoying. Let me see. Let's see. Wow. Login. That's because this is on different browser. Let me see. I'm pretty sure that's it. But okay, let me see. Log in. Let's see. Oh my God, this is moving so slow. People definitely sent me some stuff to my PayPal, but let me see. So it is yeah. DEELIGHTFULWYON. That's exactly right. Yeah. That's right. I typed it right. You had me a little concerned there for a minute. Yeah, that's right. Let me get back to y'all. Let's see. Good night, friends. Stay safe. Good night, Tim. Just making sure for you. It's correct. Crystal, thank you, though. Girl, come on over to the Apple. Wait, let me see what they say. Oh, we gotta have to get off of here in a minute. All caps. It doesn't matter if it's caps or lowercase. Sawana. I had an iPhone so long I don't know how to use Galaxy anymore. I know, Krista, you're just making sure. Thank you. I appreciate that. You're so kind and sweet and thoughtful. What was your platform before the Crook saga? Before them? What do you mean? What was my platform? Like, where was I? Nowhere. I was in the bushes with you guys, just watching people do crazy stuff. Coach, look how you spelled it for your PayPal. Okay. Let me see. My mom is 83. She had type 1 since she was 20. Even though she's taken good care and managed it, the disease is definitely taking its toll now. Take care of yourself. Yes. Type 1 especially, I mean, yeah, because you're not producing any insulin. So that sugar in your body, insulin acts as an escort, for your sugar, right? To enter into a cell. Without that escort, the cell, you can't get in. The sugar can't get into the cell. So, it just piles up in your bloodstream, which is terrible. Well, y'all, I have 10 more minutes to go. I'm going to cut it short now because I know that I need to keep this video under 4 hours, which sounds insane because most people, who's talking for 4 hours online? Us, that's who. But listen, I have enjoyed y'all so much. Not in the bushes. All right, bush lady. The hubby has both type 1 and type 2. He does really good. Okay. Listen, I have enjoyed you guys' engagement, conversation, your attention, all of that. Thank you so much. I certainly do appreciate all the tips that you all have sent me. I do not take it for granted. I definitely appreciate it. You don't have to do it. I'm still going to be right here on the screen doing what I do. All right. But it is certainly appreciated if you do. Come over to the Apple family phone. I had Apple all the way up through the 12. But yeah, I left the Apple family. Anyway, I appreciate you guys. I love you guys for watching, listening, engaging, teaching, right? Teaching goes both ways. So I will see you all very soon in the Facebook streets. Make sure that you are tuned in this Sunday for the Small Business Spotlight. It's going to be really, really good. All right. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in these Facebook streets. Bye.